me, Mario.
That's better. Hello, it's me.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Welcome.
Maybe I should put on desktop audio and the
Oh
mic
my
audio.
jeez.
It's me, Mario.
It's like an every
Thank you
week
for
issue.
playing Nintendo 64.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Level Unlock Podcast, episode 6 on the one and only day, Mario Day.
Mario.
It's me, it's Mario. Woohoo! Thank you for joining. It is myself, the captain, Captain Geach 15 on all forms of social media. My boy next to me, Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming Schroeder, all forms of social media, and then the oddball, James
Me.
People I Hate Studios,
Hello.
People I Hate 10 on Twitter. Scalzetti,
Hello.
welcome, 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 welcome.
Welcome.
What's up, everybody?
How you guys doing? You two, how you guys doing?
Oh, you know.
Pretty good.
Another day living the dream. It's windy as fuck again.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's the
yeah,
temperature?
mild and tempered here.
What is it snowing up there, James?
No, it's 38 degrees. That's not snow and weather.
Woo!
Bro, all of us snow is gone.
It is spring. You guys,
That's awesome, man. I'm super
Spring
stoked that your
has sprung.
snow is disappearing.
that is.
Hopefully it stays gone.
Dude, so last night I completely forgot about the spring forward thing, so I was playing with Cody. Quick story before we get into everything. So, we're playing, and we're hanging out. I'm like, okay, it's 150, not too horrible.
And then all of a sudden,
Next thing I look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, there's no way. Like, I literally just looked a second ago. How is it 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, oh my god. It literally skipped forward a fucking hour.
Yep.
I'm like, Cody,
Yep.
I gotta get off. And he was like, what do you mean?
Surprise.
I was like, dude, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, no, it's not. He's like, holy crap, it's 4 o'clock here. He was like, yeah, okay, I'm getting
Oh,
off. So I was like, oh, jeez. So Nicole,
Yeah.
so she asked me, what time did you get to bed? And I was like, well, depends how you take it. Technically 3 o'clock in the morning. She's like, you're up till 3 a.m.? I was like, well, no. I was up till 2, and then it skipped forward an hour, so it wasn't my fault.
yeah, the damn world is against you, Walker.
Pretty much. Dude, I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm getting off like right now. Anyway, Schroeder, how's your week been? I know you're feeling under the weather last week, so unfortunately you couldn't make it with us, but how you been? What's going on? What's new?
Not a whole ton. Yeah, I was a bit ill the last like week or so, but I'm on the up. Other than that, just casual gaming. I've been kind of slowing up a little bit as far as like posting on social media and stuff. I've kind of backed up just a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna jump back on it. Yeah, and then other than that, I picked up Ark again.
Whoop whoop.
Yep. That game I only have.
It's the drug you keep coming back to.
It is, man. It is. I'll tell you what. I definitely got my money out of it.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
I've
many
got like
millions of hours you've gotten into it?
only about 2,000
No.
ish.
Over
Yeah.
2,000.
How many years does that stem?
2015, 2016.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know.
It's nice
That's
though. At the
Google.
same time, you have those games that you can always come back to. That's always reliable and they don't really die out.
No, August 29th of 2017.
That's awesome.
But I got it at beta, so
Even before that.
I feel like when is Ark still in early access? I don't know, but
I just want you to know that I did the math real quick,
Mhm.
and you spent 83 hours or 83 days in that game.
That's phenomenal.
feels about right. I know how to play it really well.
For those
I know how to mod the shit out of it too.
for those who don't know what Ark is, what is it? What is Ark?
Ark is a hyper-real survival game where you're dropped into a land with nothing. You literally have nothing in your inventory. You start out pretty much naked. And as you wander around the map, you learn various skills and pick up various items and craft, yourself a little settlement or forge, or you start building a little space for yourself on the map. like with a house and boats and farm and all kinds of stuff. And there are animals that run around the map that you can tame, and each animal has its own unique set of skills.
Huh.
A single white guy says you just beat the shit out of trees, which is true. You do beat the shit out of the trees.
Isn't Ark just like a prettier Minecraft? I mean, when we really get down to it.
Kinda. I mean, you can do a lot more with it because of the ability to tame animals. It's basically a sandbox where because the modding element to it is actually really good. So like with the combination of the modding community plus whatever your imagination can conjure up, you can put together some really neat stuff. And then there is a really cool hunting tactic to it. Build rafts, win game, just beat the shit out of trees. But what's kind of neat about it is like there is a teamwork piece to it. So, you know, if you're trying to take on Bigfoot, for instance, it's a lot easier when you have a group of people.
How many people can play that in that at once?
Up to 60 on a server.
Wow.
That's
Just
awesome.
typical. Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
a crazy
cool.
amount.
Some maps are huge though. We got Fingers hanging
Edge.
out. I haven't heard him in a while.
Yeah, Potter
Huh?
actually messaged me. He wants to come on the podcast and be a guest.
Yeah, he told me that today.
I was like, hell
That's
yeah,
what's
man.
up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, we've been going pretty hard with it, bro.
Yeah, but that's awesome though. Can someone come up and randomly just undo everything you did though? Like, can a random person just come up and just destroy everything?
Yeah, on PvP servers, you know, player versus player servers. Yeah, that's a thing. That's why I don't like PvP servers, because I am like Bob Ross with that shit, bro. I love building stuff. I go ham with the building. I be putting my little touch on everything. It's crazy.
Put a little happy.
Has that ever
Yeah.
happened to you? Like, where you just build
Oh.
everything and someone just comes up and just wrecks it?
It was like my first rage quit. We got sniped.
Oh.
We got stream sniped, bro.
Oh,
We spent like 300 hours trying to tame this damn animal.
Oh.
This was early on when, like, before servers where you could putz with them and change stuff. And we spent like 100 hours trying to tame this goddamn thing. And suddenly there's a naked man punching it. I'm like, get out of here, naked man. What are you doing? Oh, thanks for
those
the host,
naked
bro.
mans. No, not
Yeah.
the naked men.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
man.
sucks.
Fucking, so he's punching it, but you know we're fending off. We're like, get out of here, guy, and we kick him and we push him away. We're like, go, and he goes for all of 20 minutes, and then he comes back and we kill him. And we're like, yeah, we killed the bad guy that kept running up punching our animal for no reason. He spawned in and came back, and he just kept doing this like the entire.
Really?
Yeah, that shit's so annoying, man.
Dude, that's
It's so
such a dick
annoying.
move.
But that's on PvP servers, which I'm not a big fan of. I play. I actually have 2 servers. I have 2 PvE servers right now.
Oh, okay.
One of them is the desert map that is Ragnarok,
Nice.
and that one is vanilla, which means there's no mods on that one. That one is just running around and hoping for the best. Which my 2 buddies, Cartoon Ninja and The Dale, that's like their server. They play on that one the most. And then there's the other server, which is the enormous Ragnarok server. And that one, I have 5 mods on it, and the settings are tweaked.
Nice.
So, but it is also PvE.
That
And that
game's-
one is,
Go ahead. No, finish what you're saying.
I was going to say, that one's a server where I want to start making stories. I want to start making, like, I don't know, just game stories, adventure stories.
Like role play stuff, kind of.
Yeah, like roleplay stuff. Yeah.
I like that. And how? You
Yeah,
said
it
it's
would
be
30
cool.
bucks right now, right? It's on sale.
Yeah, well, 30
not
bucks
bad.
gives you everything. It gives you the game and all 3 of the paid for maps.
Oh, okay. And you have to
That's
have
cool.
that to essentially get into what you're doing, right?
Well,
Like
I
the
think you
paid-for
could pay
maps?
20. Well, it's like 27 bucks for all the paid for maps, but there's 3 paid for and 1 free. I think the Ragnarok one might be free.
Nice.
I think that the one that I play on. So if somebody wanted to join in on the production server, if they get the game for 20 bucks, they should be able to join in on my PvE server. It should be fun. I got all these really cool story ideas I want to do.
Heck yeah. For those
Um,
Splash Screen Gaming, hit them up.
Yep. Yeah.
So what else you got up going on? Anything fun and special?
Not streaming anything
No,
special.
no, no. Other than that, just trying to bounce back from just energy levels that have been never before as low.
Have you guys been busy due to
Yep.
spring break at the store down there? No? I think
Nah.
it's the other side of Florida is the busy
I think
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I literally moved into a retirement home, which I look forward to coming back to someday when
That's
I'm that
awesome.
age.
When you're that age.
Yeah, when I'm at the age where it's appropriate. Oh yeah, we did. Acid brings up. Yeah, on Friday we actually dropped a nuke on
Oh, I seen that.
Fallout. Yeah, which is like
shit.
endgame level.
That's
It took
endgame
us.
stuff.
Yeah, man, it took us 3 attempts, 3 different
Wow.
sessions to get it, and then finally we got it.
So how does that work?
So yeah, exactly. How do you like drop the nukes?
Yeah, so basically, like as you progress throughout the story, it pushes you in the direction of getting all of the things you would need to drop a nuke. I guess. Like first off, you have to figure out where it is, which is it tells the story as you go through like a Washington D.C. type area of the map, and then from there you join up with like an enclave of I don't know.
It's one of those
You
things
run
hard to
around, yeah.
describe.
It is. You run around and it's like every other freaking game like it. You run around and you get
So
all
does
the
that
things.
just destroy everyone that's currently playing? Because other people can play it. Like, does
Says
it?
No, I think it just summons like high level monsters.
Oh,
right?
if you're standing there, you're dead.
Oh,
Really?
I one of the days I logged in and I have this building I'm building for another story idea in Fallout, and the nuke was gonna drop, and I'm like, oh, it's made of metal. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I decided to go down there, and I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. The nuke's gonna fall right over there, and my base it's gonna be awesome to watch it from here. No, it blew that shit up, and it was the one night I wasn't streaming.
of
Like,
course, of course.
That's
yeah,
funny.
it took forever to rebuild it.
So anybody, because that's an open world thing too, where random people can play. So if
Oh, yeah.
you're standing there and some random guy, does it notify you that a nuke's dropping, or how does that work?
Yeah, you get like a 2-minute warning to get the hell out of there. Which with fast travel, it's not too bad. If you're over encumbered though, if you have like too much shit in your inventory, it's bad news bears
You're done
because you're like walking as fast as your fat little legs can take it, not fast enough ever. And then, God forbid, you're running along and then you get attacked by like a death claw.
Oh yeah.
So you can't move. You're racing against a claw, race against the clock, and a death claw is like trying to nuzzle up next to your body.
Just
Boom, done.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly like that, James.
That's hilarious. That's phenomenal. That's all. That's epic. I like it. That's hilarious. That's some good shit. Yeah, here the reason why I asked about spring break, it's been like police patrol. It's been pretty wild. Like
whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police.
whoop
Whoop whoop.
because here is we have the South Padre Island, which is actually
Olay.
rated the second best spring break destination in the world, next to Cancun, Mexico. So
Wow.
the island is, you have to pay to go to Gulf of Mexico right now.
Really?
It's $12.
Wow.
Yeah, for the month of March, it is $12 to go to the Gulf of Mexico because of spring break.
Jesus.
God,
Restaurants got rid of their dollar menus, their kids menus,
Well, yeah.
all in relation to spring break.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's you got to hike those prices up.
Yeah. So me and Nicole, we went to go get the boys some Happy Meals the other day, and they're like,
Oof.
yeah, unfortunately, just for spring break, that is currently, we currently removed our kid and dollar menu. And we're like, okay, like I get it, because you obviously want the adults to order more expensive food, but it's like the kids' meal, come on. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's people are camping, they're building fires on the Gulf. They're actually digging into the sand, and they have these huge bonfires and shit. That looks pretty cool.
That would be cool to see.
Yeah. The Gulf is super wavy though, and it's freezing cold.
Yeah, I bet it
sure it
is
is.
because it's been cold as shit. It is winter, even if you are from up north.
We
Hold on. How cold is the water there?
I don't know. I don't
It's,
go in
it's,
water.
it's freezing. It's
Are you
even
sure about that?
yeah, even for like us and stuff, it's cold. It's not warm at all. In the summertime, it's probably like 85 degrees. Oh,
Oof.
it's ungodly warm. It's
Oof.
beautiful, like you know, Schroeder. Um,
Yeah, it is. It is really nice.
but the winter time, it legit gets freezing cold.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
yeah, it's crazy the huge temperature swing that the Gulf of Mexico goes through. But yeah, the Gulf is literally cars lined up the whole entire island. It's pretty insane. So that's I don't go outside often, but the times I do, that's I told Nicole, I was like, let's go chill with the spring breakers. I couldn't find.
Let's go pose as some spring breakers.
Oh yeah, man. And she was like with a 4 and 19-month-old, and I'm like, hey, they might want to party with little kids. You never know. They may think the
Hey
little
man, if
kids
they're
are a
lit
hoot.
enough,
Yeah, they may
if the
think
kids
the kids
are
are a
lit
hoot.
enough.
True.
I am, for those who don't know, once again, I am moving to Arizona as of this Saturday.
Yeah.
Tucson.
Well, that should be fun.
Yeah.
A new adventure in a new far off land, bro.
Yep.
Adventure.
At Tucson, Arizona. We leave this Saturday. We'll be there Sunday, and we'll be there for the foreseeable future, obviously. And who knows what the future holds when it comes to traveling nursing and stuff like that. I haven't withdrew my application for the call center manager yet, which is in Texas. So I guess we'll see what happens with there because it's such a high paying position. I don't
Yeah.
want to withdraw my application because with the store, like the one GM told me, it's hard to give me a job where you can't see my performance. This is completely separate, so I feel like I have a way better chance of getting this job than I would in store. So why not?
Yeah.
It's a higher
I'll give
paying
it a
position.
shot, man.
Yeah, it
Didn't you
is.
say it was quite a bit higher too?
Oh yeah, it's on par. Not as much as a general manager, but close.
Pretty high up there.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, you're like the damn dude from The Office. You're the boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Scott.
Yeah, you're the Michael Scott of.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You're in charge of a group of 15 people, and they answer calls, and you're in a building. So.
No pressure.
So we'll see. I emailed the lady. I haven't heard anything, but nevertheless. In terms of myself, I did buy Left 4 Dead 2. I haven't played it yet, but I did buy it.
I couldn't tell if you bought 1 or 2.
I bought 2.
These games are cursed, you know.
Curse gaming.
They are cursed.
I love them. It's just so. Yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it yet though, but I did buy it. So hopefully I'll be streaming that one of these days this week, just to kind of get back into that. And it's not a popular game whatsoever. I looked through Twitch. So like right now, if you were to go to like what people are playing, so I was curious. So like I wonder if it has its own niche people, but there's currently 150 people watching other people play Left 4 Dead. So it's not that many.
That's not a lot.
Right.
So the most is 16, 13, 11, and then a bunch of ones and zeros. A lot of zeros.
A lot of zeros. A lot of them goose eggs.
But then that was what I was talking about earlier, like just kind of playing something that I'm gonna enjoy playing and want to play, instead of getting my ass handed to me 10,000 times in Apex or frickin' Call of Duty.
Still never won in that game. I hate that, dude.
So
Never won in a single episode of that game.
So salty.
But and don't get me wrong, like they're fun. Like playing with obviously like you guys and stuff is fun. But they give me a lot of anxiety. It's like, we lost.
And is it me? I'm pretty sure it's me.
Oh, it usually is me.
You know.
But
okay, let's go over here. Let's drop over here. Dead.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm still
Or
super
like-
depressed that I haven't beat Kingdom Hearts yet. What were you saying, James?
I was gonna say, or hey, you cover me while I jump off this building and flank them, and you don't even say that you're downed.
Yep.
So I get down there, I'm like, Walker, revive me. Oh, I'm down. Oh, fuck.
Yesterday we were playing Call of Duty. It's me and him, because Miller and Nick landed on the opposite side of the map from us. So
Yeah.
me and
They
James
played it smart.
are fighting two people. He's shooting. James downs one, so he's like, "Hey, I'm jumping down." So he jumps down, but this time I'm down. I'm dead. And he was like, and he dies. Hey, Walker, come revive me. I'm like, oh, I'm already out. He's like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, I forgot to call it out. My bad. my B, bro.
Yeah.
So, but those games are fun though. It's a good time, especially when you can have multiple people playing. Yeah, obviously,
Oh yeah.
we all want to win, but yeah, I do want to play that. I eventually here got to freaking get back into Kingdom Hearts 3. I played half of it, never beat it. It depresses me.
Yeah, I need to get back into it too. Whenever a new recording sesh happens, I need to.
Yep.
We're gonna buckle down a little bit.
I need to download Tetris 99.
Yeah, you do.
What's
Yeah,
that
you
go
do.
for?
I haven't
free.
played in a while. Yeah, it's free on the Switch.
Yep. Yeah, I need to download that. Nicole said she would play it.
It's really good.
But yeah, that's pretty much my week
Ugh.
consists of streaming when I can, and then Corpus Christi, Texas is calling me at 9 at night. Weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
But yeah, that's pretty much what my week consists of, and just trying to get everything ready and still be on what I can. So, Mr. James, what do you got? I know you got some fantastic news.
Do I?
Well,
Do I
not
have
really
fantastic-
news, but not fantastic news. But you had a very interesting week from
Yes.
different games and things like that. To
All right.
put it in a better
right.
perspective. There we go.
So, what do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear Devil May Cry or do you want to hear about anime?
Do Devil May Cry.
Okay, Devil May Cry 5 is fucking fantastic.
I've heard that from like 4
It's-
different people.
Fucking great. I have only like 2 super minor complaints about the game, and they're like itty bitty little complaints.
What are
So
those?
they both center. Well, one of them centers around the camera. Moving the camera up and down can be a fucking chore sometimes.
Really?
It's extremely slow moving it up and down, but left and right it's fast, it's quick. But moving it up and down, it's like I have to hold the up analog stick for like a good 2 to 3 seconds for it to fully go up. It's a little rough, and I don't know if it's because of my settings or what have you. But it's really good.
That's interesting.
It's really not good. The second is with one of the characters that I'll talk about named V. He has an ability. His form of attacking is he attacks indirectly. So he summons like these shadow creatures to attack these demons, and one of them is named Shadow. It's a little like it's a leopard.
Okay.
And Shadow is the melee guy, so he gets caught up on like everything. He gets caught up on a lot of stuff.
How's the graphics?
Graphics are fantastic.
That's
Diet
awesome.
Adam Driver. Brock calls him Diet Adam Driver.
I like that. There you go. Diet
How about
Adam
those
Driver.
Diet Adam.
Diet
Driver.
Adam Driver.
He looks a lot like Adam Driver. Like legit, he looks a lot like him.
If you don't know who that
how
is,
about-
that's Kylo Ren from Star Wars.
Kylo Ren, the Kylo Ren story.
Yeah.
How about those live action cutscene shoots? I haven't seen those yet. If you buy the game, make sure to get the deluxe edition. Fuck the base game. Buy the deluxe edition, because one of the things in the deluxe edition, it will change some of the cutscenes to just live action shoots. And it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I saw
That
one
is
of them on
pretty
Twitter.
cool.
Keep
That
talking.
sounds like it's pretty
I'll be
cool.
right back. Someone's at my
Okay.
door. I think the person that was calling me 8 times. Keep talking. I keep going over it.
So you get that. All the characters. So I'm about halfway through the game, and I have played as the character Nero, who is in Devil May Cry 4, and then V, who is new to Devil May Cry. Nero plays fantastic. He has a slow gun that shoots 2 bullets at a time. Not a problem at all. It's a lot of fun. He has a sword that he uses. And then he has like an arm that you could switch out the different arms and they have different effects. So he has like a prosthetic arm. And the arms do different things. Like one, you could just fucking grab any enemy and just suplex them and insta kill them. It's great. In the deluxe edition, you get the Mega Buster from Mega Man. So you can just run around just like boo, boo, boo,
Pew
boo,
pew. That's pretty cool, man.
That's cool. It's so refreshing. And I'm a guy that loves story in video games, especially. I'm a guy that takes story above almost anything else. But it's so refreshing to play a video game where the main character isn't like, oh, I have to have some incredible, revelation about my life, and change everything about it. No, This is just a game where you fucking kill demons and you act like a badass. That is so refreshing.
Yeah, that's a nice combination, man. That's a pretty nice combination.
And the multiplayer, the fucking multiplayer is the best multiplayer I've seen in a video game yet.
Tell me about it.
So, when you're roaming around in an area, there's some areas where it's like, oh hey, Nero's going this way and V's going this way. Okay? So you're roaming around, and then you'll just see on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says starring blah, 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 blah. Whatever their gamer tag is. And I never noticed that. I was like, that's weird. And then I text my buddy Max, who's also playing it, and he's like, yo, that's the coolest shit ever. So I'm like, okay. So he says, look across the river. And in this area, I look across the river, and I just see this dude controlling V just running around wrecking house. I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever! That's the multiplayer is just incredible. How it's just not there, but it's there. That's one of my favorite parts of the game.
That's what's up. That is...
Yeah, it is what's up, because you didn't hear any of that.
Hey, I'm trying to go with the flow. I was trying to go with the flow and just kind of sit right back in, like I was never gone.
But yeah, right now, Devil May Cry 5 is like my game of the year right now, like hands down.
That's awesome.
I love RE2 remake and all. I will go to bed with that game all day long, but man, DMC 5 is fantastic. I can't wait to beat it tomorrow.
It's getting some amazing reviews.
Oh yeah. I haven't really heard many things bad said about it.
Oh no, me neither. No,
I got a little bit of footage of it playing on the little screen thing I got here.
Devil Trigger. Walker,
What's the Devil Trigger do?
Oh, it's the song.
It's the theme song of it.
Did you listen to it yet, Walker?
Yeah, I heard it. I played it last night after you were playing it.
Okay. How hard was your PP when you heard that?
It's a good song. It hits pretty hard. It's
every time you get into a fight as a character Nero that isn't a boss fight, that plays. And every
awesome.
time I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good song. It slaps pretty good. It'd be like a good workout song too, because it's pretty. It pumps you up and it keeps you like.
It does. So this being my.
We can't play it on here, so if you haven't heard it yet, make sure. What's it called again, James? So people know.
Devil Trigger.
Devil Trigger. Make sure you go listen to it.
Yeah, so this is my first real experience with Devil May Cry. I played the demo of 1 on like a PlayStation Underground demo disc. I played
PlayStation
DMC on the demo for DMC on the Xbox 360.
That's awesome.
And then I played the demo for Devil May Cry 5. And now I was just like, yeah, I'm buying DMC 5. I'm buying it right now.
This does look pretty cool.
It's fantastic. After I beat it,
turned into a demon of some kind.
Yeah, that's the Devil Trigger. Pull my Devil Trigger.
Yeah, with
I have no audio. I'm just watching fight scenes.
Yeah, with
that's all it is.
The game DMC, Devil May Cry 4, things like that. Like they're phenomenal.
Well, DMC I hear isn't that great.
They're not phenomenal. They're not great, but they're still fun.
From my knowledge, there's 3 Devil May Cry games before 5. There's 1, 3, and 4. DMC 2 is trash. Devil May Cry 2 is trash. DMC Devil May Cry is uber trash. Now, I haven't played those, so I can't say for certain. I can't play for certain.
I told James the other day, I am in Devil May Cry 2, the main character does this thing with a coin, where he flips a coin to seal your fate. Heads means yes, tails means no. So it's either you live or die. So when I was in middle school, a girl asked me out, and I just got done playing Devil May Cry 2. So I had a coin. I was like, let's flip the coin to see if I'll date you or not. And I flipped it, and it ended up on tails, so it was no. So I didn't go out with her. super mean to me, but that's the guy it is.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, I mean,
the coin spoke.
Coin spoke. They said what.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, you can't
go back from it.
Can't go back on the coin, yo.
No, it's and she kind of looked at me and she's like, "Are you just being serious right now?" I'm like, yeah. She's like, whatever. So that was my experience with Devil May Cry 2.
It's a good experience with Devil May Cry.
It is. So what else you been up to? Anything fun, special? Anything you watched recently? Well, actually, we'll get into that later. Tell us about the rest of your week.
Play Call of Duty.
There we go. Some COD.
With you guys, that's about it.
Yeah, you're taking some time off.
Yeah, I've taken about like 2 weeks off from streaming and editing. It's been nice, but man, do I want to get back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always nice to kind of zen out for a minute.
Yeah. That's giving me time to watch some anime. So my week's been pretty boring other than that. So I guess I'll just get into hold on. I'm gonna fucking need this for this anime.
The nut button.
Nah, man, I need a fucking smoke for this one.
You know, for those who didn't know that was a fap, and he had to do a quick fap.
I had to do a quick jerk off session.
That was this quick fap for those who can't see the live stream.
I was thinking about Devil Trigger too much. All right.
You gotta get the quick release. So for those who don't know, this is something kind of we're adding here. It's a quick, not quick, but it's called the Anime Quarter. So for those who do watch this, as I feel a big majority probably watch anime in some sort, this kind of is an idea of what's out there, what's available, and what to watch next. Go ahead, James.
All right. So, sorry, I had to post in chat real quick about something. I had to respond to someone in chat. All right. So, death. We're all afraid of it. It's all gonna come eventually. But what happens when you die? Well, the show Death Parade answers that question. Death Parade is an anime about death, as you couldn't tell. So it basically takes place in almost like a purgatory-like state, where it's between worlds, it's between heaven and hell.
Okay.
And it's about like, okay, so when you die, you go to a bar. You go to this bar, and
like
you basically sit down, wait for someone else to die. And then when they die, they sit next to you, and you basically have to play a game to decide who gets to go to who gets to go to heaven and who gets to go to hell. That's basically how it goes. And all while these people called arbiters are judging you. They're basically the bartenders. They're the ones that are judging you. They're the ones that make the decision whether you go to heaven or go to hell. And 3 episodes into this 12-episode show, I'm like, I still cannot tell if I like this show or I absolutely hate it with a burning passion. Once I hit episode 4 and they start talking about real shit, that's when I'm like, boom, all in, fucking nut button. I'm in on this shit. So, the show itself is centered mainly around the people that end up at this bar. And you get to see, they enter the bar and they have no memory of what happened. They don't even know that they're dead yet. So, that's good. So they play these games, and slowly throughout these games that they play, they start getting more and more of their memories back.
Hmm.
And it's basically just bar games. So like the first episode, well, actually technically the first 2 episodes, but it's a husband and wife who spoiler alert, die in a car crash because the husband was being a dickhole. And they play darts, and wherever they hit on darts, it will hurt the other person, their partner, in different areas. So they play it, and a lot of heavy shit goes on, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. It's all right. But the way that it makes you think later on
Writing's not
makes
that
you
easy,
start
but
judging these
Grammarly
people
can help.
too. Makes you
Okay.
having these feelings for these random characters. My biggest problem at the beginning of the show is that they didn't give the Arbiters enough time to learn about them. But then near the end, I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. I want to learn more about these random people that show up every week. There's a new character. There's 2 new characters. One of them was really, really like, just heart-wrenching and like makes you really think, like, who is the bad guy, who deserves to go to heaven, who deserves to go to hell, was one of the episodes where they get a thing that's like, oh, a murderer's coming into the club, and there's 2 people, like an older man and a kid, like a 20-year-old kid, walk into the bar. And you don't know who's the murderer. Later, you find out that the man is a detective, and the kid is just a kid.
Okay.
The old man, his wife was murdered by this dude, and so he takes revenge and kills that guy. And then he dedicates his life to killing, like being a vigilante and killing people that wrongdoers, essentially.
Yeah.
So then this goes hand in hand with the kid, who his sister, his parents died when he was young, when his sister was young and he was young. So it's just him and his sister, battling it out in the world, and then one day, like this is years later, when his sister's in high school, he has a job. His sister was beaten, like brutally beaten, like hospitalized.
Yeah.
So the brother goes to the person who beat his sister up. He goes there and kills the guy. He kills the kid.
Mm-hmm.
The assaulter. And turns out that there was another person there who was watching. It was the detective. He was watching the whole thing and didn't intervene at all. So the kid then, ends up accidentally, but kind of purposefully murdering the detective without knowing who he was. So they both die. And it's just such a heart-gripping scene where they're both dead.
Yeah.
But the kid was like, I'm going to fucking murder this guy. You didn't do nothing to save my sister. And the guy goes, well, if I would have saved your sister, there wouldn't have been a perpetrator for me to try to take down.
It's true.
So it's one of those things, it's like, yeah, they're both murderers, and they both had, motives and kind of legitimate reasons for murdering. So who really gets to go to heaven and who gets to go to hell? And
Yeah.
they leave that wide open for interpretation, which is great. And
I have like AMV YouTube videos muted playing in the background as you're talking about it, and some of them actually the timing lines up really good.
Oh yeah. And then the end of the show really struck a chord with me. So for those who haven't watched it, give us like 5 minutes. Like mute the podcast or fast forward if you're listening afterwards. If you're on Twitch, mute it, because I'm going to spoil the show. All right. That was your warning. I'm going to start my timer now.
What are you doing?
Set a
doing
timer
spoilers.
for 5 minutes.
The next 5 minutes are gonna be spoilers. So if you don't wanna be spoiled, fast forward.
What's the name of this anime again?
It's called Death Parade.
Death Parade. Okay.
So there's this character, this lady, who's in the bar. And she's just, nobody knows what's up with her. She's just there. She appears, she doesn't look like the other arbiters, none of that. So fast forward to like the later episodes, like episode 10, you start finding out more about her. You find out that she was a like ice skater when she was younger. She's a human who's dead. You find out she's dead. And
I think that's the one I was just watching, actually.
yeah, she's dead. But
I'll play it again.
she got into this terrible injury while ice skating, and she couldn't ice skate again, and she fell into like a deep depression. And she ended up killing herself. And
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. And, being a guy who has suffered with things like depression and, have had suicidal thoughts, it strikes a chord with you.
Yeah.
So you find out that she's dead. And she knew she was dead when she walked into the bar. She just didn't know where she was. So that kind of throws everything for a loop. And there's a scene in like one of the final episodes, like episode 11 of 12, where the main arbiter, Deckham, who's kind of like the character you follow most throughout the series, he goes, "Hey, I can bring you back to your family. All you need to do is press this button." He takes her to her house, essentially, and she sees like what it's like now and how sad her mom is and, all this other kind of stuff. And Deckham's like, "Here, you can go back to your family. It'll be like nothing ever happened. You'll completely forget about this world if you just need to press this button. But if you press this button, someone in the world will die. It could be anyone.
Just a random
family. It could be one of your friends. A complete stranger you don't know.
Could be Uncle Hoax.
It could be Uncle Hoax. Yeah.
Hell no! Don't push the button. The risks are too high.
But so it turns out she's like, "I'm gonna push the button," or she's like, "I'm not gonna push the button."
Oh, good.
And then she sees her mom crying, like just bawling her eyes out, saying that she's a terrible mother, and she should have seen it. The signs and all this kind of stuff.
She gave too much pressure to a kid. She was an ice skater, broke a kneecap, and not her fault. She took an ice skate to the knee.
Yeah. Ooh, taking an ice skate to the knee, So then she gets all sad. She's like, "No, Deckham, you pushed it. Just fucking send me back. I don't care. Just send me back. I can't push it. You push it." And then Deckham starts freaking out because he doesn't know what emotions are, and then he starts having emotions. And then everything starts crumbling down. Turns out it was a big old jape. It was just the biggest jape in the world to judge her, to see her morality. And he's like, "I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry for, lying to you, for japing you, all that kind of stuff."
I didn't mean to jape you so hard.
I didn't mean to jape you so hard. So then it just, everything's fine. He ends up sending her to heaven. Everything's good. So, I mean, like, the ending to it was so heart-wrenching. And, for a show that's only 12 episodes long, it
hits the feels.
It does hit the feels. It hits the feels a lot.
Like, this shit's got me feeling and stuff. I don't even... Fuck.
Well, that was pretty good. We're only like 40 seconds left.
Nice.
I do have 2 things left to say about it, so we're gonna wait 35 seconds. We're gonna wait 35 seconds because it's not really like spoiler territory anymore.
That's true. But yeah, for those who don't know, this is we are currently in our new segment, Anime Corner, where each week we'll have a new anime to talk about. Well, maybe not each week, but
maybe not each week. There's a lot of anime.
There's a lot of animes.
I could probably do it. I believe in myself.
Yeah, but just for those who do like animes and want to know what's out there and just don't want to keep clicking like, well, maybe I'll like this randomly. So
yeah,
based off of
that's what I do.
Our suggestion. That is James's job to
All right.
participate in that, and he'll let you know what to watch.
Timer's done, so now we can. Hey, everyone that's back.
Hey, thanks for
Hello.
skipping forward if you didn't want to do the spoilers.
Exactly. It's been exactly 5 minutes.
I like it.
So two last things that aren't spoiler that I want to talk about. Death Parade. One, boy, this show really could have used 20 episodes.
Really?
Boy, this show really could have used 20 episodes. In the very last episode, there's a character that they never show off in the entire anime ever. She's in the fucking opening,
And that's it.
and she's not even there.
Oh, jeez.
This is like, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck's this jabroni? It got canceled, so that sucks.
Ah, that sucks.
Number two, the opening is awesome. The song is great. The song is fantastic. Yeah, so that's Death Parade. That was... I also watched Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, based on the game. That's alright. I didn't get through it. It's okay. But yeah, that was my week, and that's Anime Corner.
There you
Join
go.
us next week. Join us next week for a new rendition of Anime Corner.
And on a side note, I only have let me
200 episodes of fucking Dragon Ball Super.
let me get the exact number. Hold on. Let me scroll down here.
Let me guess. 43.
I have 36 episodes left.
Oh, it's close.
Of what?
Dragon Ball Super.
Ah.
But it's one episode a week, so I have 36 weeks left.
Like I said, Walker, I will gladly give you my Crunchyroll subscription so you could just plow through those 36 episodes and be done with that.
I
trash.
can't stand the Japanese voices. That's the problem.
I can't stand that fucking show.
I can't stand the Japanese voices, so I have to. That's why I'm holding out in the English version, just because it's like I'm not opposed.
You're torturing yourself. You're
Yeah.
torturing yourself.
I'm just like I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad, but I just hate the voices. They don't line up with the characters, especially when you have a big tough guy that has a woman voice that goes, "Ah, how are you today?" It's like, no, that's not. I'm like, no, like that like you don't have a squeaky voice. Your voice is like this. And then in the Japanese version,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah, and fucking Goku's voice in the English version is super deep like this.
well, I was more towards I was going towards Vegeta for the most part. He's got
Vegeta sounds fine.
He's got a girly voice, okay?
He doesn't have a girly voice. Get
and
out
then
of here.
and then King Kai for one, who has a super deep voice in the English version. No, he's got a super girly voice in the English version.
There you go.
In the Japanese version, his voice is like this, but in the actual English version, it's super high and squeaky like this. Like, okay, I can't deal with that. That's not.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Hello, I am King Kai.
Yeah, that's exactly how his
Hello.
that's exactly how his voice sounds in the American version, but in the
Hello.
Japanese version, it's like this. How are you? Like, no, that's not it.
That's not right, bro.
I did not
He's
suffer
like,
through
he is
271 episodes of Dragon Ball Z to have a different voice in Dragon Ball Super, okay?
He is God. He should have a deep voice.
Anywho,
Get the fuck out of here. It's almost as bad as the pineapple on pizza bullshit. Can I?
Speaking
Okay.
of which-
All right. So Ali walks into the fucking store today, and he goes, "Hey guys, how many pineapple pizzas should I order today for the back?" And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself." And everyone is like, "Yeah, pineapple on pizza isn't bad. It's not. You know."
Oh my
what's
god,
wrong
you
with
literally said
I'm
that
like,
at the best time. So Nicole, we had pizza. Nicole ordered pizza, and she said, "Do you want my
Did
pizza?"
she order pineapple pizza again?
No, but this is the funny
Oh,
part. She's like,
God.
"Do you want my pizza?" There's no pineapple on it, and then you
Good,
said,
as it
"This is
should
as
be.
bad." Like the exact same time I read it, you said, "This is bad as having pineapple on your pizza." I was like, "Oh my god, that was literally perfect."
Aim right says he's ordering some now.
Oh God, aim right. Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I just can't be associated with people who like pineapple on pizza. Is that too much of a crime?
That was funny. But
I want pizza too, man. Pizza would
So,
be nice.
Yeah, I can use
James,
some za right now.
do you want to start the new segment? You want me to go first, or releases? How do you want to do it? What do you want to do?
Oh, look at news.
News. News.
Walker,
The
do you want to talk about news first?
Yeah.
Look at how bright my face is now because it's a white screen instead of a black screen.
So, I will start this amazing segment off. For those who don't know, currently there has been 355,000 people banned from Apex
That's
from
a lot
cheating.
of people.
There's still a ton out there, including Fortnite and stuff. Most they have a system built in that is preventing people such as stream snipers to the aim bots, things like that, so you can be the world's worst shooter. And you hit us. I just sniped you from across the map and
360 no scope.
Yep. So, according to Respawn, cheaters in Apex, it's getting worse. But they're not going to stop because obviously that's their job. So
That's not what they do. They don't
Yeah.
stop.
they can't stop. They won't stop. But the cheater, they finally come up with a way to hack essentially the game. You really
What
don't
else is
see
new?
that on PlayStation or Xbox. It's obviously a computer.
It's a lot harder on PlayStation and Xbox.
They've found a way to add aimbots, like I said, unlimited ammo, things like that, where you just literally shoot wildly and you just automatically hit people. And I've seen some things live. It's insane.
Even if I had aimbot, I would probably still not be able to shoot a damn thing.
I was watching Ninja the other day, and I was just
Just don't
obviously,
stop.
and they actually ran into a hacker. So the guy couldn't build at all. So Ninja and the guys he was playing with, they were playing Fortnite. They literally build this tower. The guy can't build. The guy's shooting through the tower, one-shotting every single person.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
That's how you do it.
Yeah, literally
that's done.
one-shotting every single person, and he's not even aiming at them, and he's killing them. But yeah, Apex unfortunately has been not plagued with cheaters, unfortunately. So
Well, when you have a hyper competitive online game like that, you're of course gonna get cheaters.
yeah, so they're gonna continue obviously banning people. So if you found a way to hack into this system to do a also they found a way to do an auto respawn. So you get killed, you automatically respawn in the same spot you just died. Well, don't get me wrong, that is pretty cool. But at the same time, it's not worth getting
But that
banned for
breaks
this.
the game.
Yeah.
Then, in that case.
Yeah, it breaks the game. It kills the servers, and essentially, then you get banned for life. So, is it worth it for the 2 seconds of fame? I don't know.
Now my question is: are they banning just accounts, or are they banning IP addresses?
Well, if you're banned for life, it's probably your IP address.
Yeah.
Both of which are easy to circumvent, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it didn't say what side of it they were doing. They just, like I said, they've taken out 355,000 people from Apex.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, me too.
And
God damn, that's
yeah.
a lot of people.
I got to think 50 million people playing it already. So it took, and that's in a month.
Hardware,
It took Fortnite, what was it, 6 months to hit that mark? So,
jeez.
yeah.
Jesus.
Guess they can ban you by hardware as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, I mean that's not that bad. I mean you just swap out hardware then. I mean, it's expensive, but
The,
It's-
the
Costly,
long,
cheat.
no, sorry, go ahead.
I just said it was a costly cheat.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's stupid too. I don't know why you would try. I understand you want to win, but it's like, come on.
at what cost?
Exactly.
Well, the cost of a graphics card.
The cost of a motherboard.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, the long-awaited Battlefield 5 Battle Royal mode.
Oh yeah, I saw
Firestorm.
that. I was like, eh.
Firestorm is on its way. EA opted not to release it when they released Battlefield 5 because it wasn't ready. But it'll be out here soon. If you actually go online and look up Firestorm, you actually can watch the trailer. It's a leaked trailer.
So my whole thing with that is, who cares?
And it's based in
I
World
mean,
War
really.
II, so it's different.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's true at this point.
At this point, who really cares? People are
Yeah.
too busy playing Fortnite and Apex to care about that.
Yeah. And we'll do solos, duos, squads. And it will have your different tiers, weapons, common, epic, and rare. Common, rare, and epic. And it is based in World War II environment. You will parachute out of a plane, things like that. It will only have 64 people. It will not be a 100-person battle royale.
Well, yeah, that's their biggest like size for maps and stuff. Their
Yeah.
conquest mode, which is their big mode, is 64.
Yeah, so it will not have any more than 64 people, regardless if you do solos, duos, or squads. So Apex is 60, I think.
60 because
Yeah.
it's only trios.
Yeah.
Fortnite
So-
and PUBG are 100 hundo. Fortnite, PUBG, and Blackout are hundo. Well, okay, so my whole thing is, how are they going to make this different? How are they going to make Battlefield 5 Firestorm different from PUBG?
Every other.
Apex,
The World
or
War II
Blackout?
concept, maybe people want to be
But
in
people
an
don't care about
actual
that
war.
anymore.
I don't know.
The only thing that would actually make this interesting is the destructible environments that are in the
Yeah,
base game.
and the fact that you can drive around in tanks and airplanes, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Well, yeah,
there
but
are
you can
some
get
cool things to
helicopters
it.
in,
It seems like
Blackout.
one of the more hyper real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to
I like-
say. We'll see. It's only sold 7 million copies, which was a bajillion, way under the expectations. So, and also EA's
Seems like a
competing.
lot of games.
EA's competing against itself. They have Apex.
Yeah, they are.
They have Apex Legends. So.
They have- yeah. I mean, okay, so here we go. We got to think about this. And I know we have oh no, we have Division on the docket. But we have this. We have from EA this year we've had Apex Legends, Anthem, and then the Battlefield 5
Yep.
Battle Royale mode.
And then you have Madden and all the other games too that come
Yeah,
down the road.
but like we have three, I'd say probably the same demographic
Mm-hmm.
right there. Very similar demographic, I would say.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, okay, so I downloaded Anthem, or not downloaded. I downloaded Apex and I bought Anthem. I don't have the time for Battlefield 5.
Nope.
Or I downloaded Apex and
you
I'm
guys
going
good with
to get,
breaks?
because I like
We're okay.
Battlefield 5, I'm
Let's
going
go.
to get the Firestorm expansion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy Apex because I don't have the time.
Yeah, so they,
You know,
they're
or not
competing
Anthem.
against themselves, so I think I
They
honestly
are.
feel it's going to hurt them more than...
They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So, what do you guys
They're-
think? They should space them out more?
Yeah. They're oversaturating their
They're
already
already-
oversaturated market.
Well, they released Apex before it was ready because they knew Anthem wasn't going to do good.
Just gonna
So-
flop.
They released Apex so way before they actually wanted to release it because they wanted to make up the margin for the money that they felt that they were going to lose from Anthem.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I
So
mean, when
like
you
the
have
whole
now like 1,400 people who have experienced the fucking system crashes of Anthem on PS4,
Yep.
or the people who's had their fucking hard drives formatted because of the beta on
Tamor
PC.
Hussein. Hello, Oscar.
Who's gonna fucking buy Anthem
Yeah.
anymore?
yeah, it's going to be hard.
If you haven't already bought Anthem, you're not gonna buy Anthem.
No, at this point, no.
It's gotten to that point.
I don't even think Luke plays it anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
I haven't really seen him on because he's back at work now, but
Yeah, he is.
so how's he doing, by the way?
He
Side
says
note.
no one.
It's good. It's good to see him back.
That's good. Is he doing
Glad to
okay?
have
Is he
him back.
walking? Is he walking good?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
He has to take a seat every once in a while, but that's understandable.
Oh yeah, man. So the next little bit of news, Days Gone, is getting mixed reviews.
Oof.
Off the bat, for those who don't know what Days Gone is, it's a zombie apocalypse game, and essentially what the critics are saying, it's Sons of Anarchy mixed with The Walking Dead, and it's literally
You could probably hear my fucking eye roll there.
yeah. So essentially, you're a biker, like you're a solo biker, like kind of like the Sons of Anarchy. You're you're a guy that wants to go against the system, and you're fighting hordes of zombies, aka
Down
The
with the
Walking
man.
Dead. So they're not called zombies, by the way. They're called freakers. That has been known. Because they are not. They're called freakers. Because they are not undead. They are basically they're not dead. They're genetically enhanced humans. To say like basically they're like I'm trying to think of like what Resident Evil was it where they
So
were
basically, they have like the Nemesis virus or the T
Exactly.
virus or the progenitor virus.
Yeah.
Or the Las Plagas or the Ouroboros.
Yeah,
Or they're like fucking fuck. What
Did
were
you
they?
guys ever see the movie with Will Smith about New York City?
I Am Legend, yeah.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Someone who relates it to that because they're not dead, but they're really fucked up living beings that live
the
in caves in darkness and hate the sun.
Or like the people, the things in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
You know.
And some of the other freakers is what they're called look like witches and boomers from Left 4 Dead. So they said that this game has a lot of parts from other games put into this. State of Decay with a mix of Far Cry is what the open world somebody put it as. I don't know. If
Do you know what the release date is on that?
Next month?
Am I?
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I think next month.
Yeah, April.
What, the 20th?
April 20th or 24th. So I'm gonna get it either way because I've been waiting for a zombie pop. April 26th.
We were both off.
But yeah, they said there's a lot of similarities to other games put into this.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with that.
I'm watching the video. I'm watching some footage of it. It looks crazy.
Oh, it does. Like, so yeah, the biggest part that people are kind of turned off is it's also the world itself, the open world itself has a Far Cry feel.
It looks. I was gonna say it looks like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I've never played State of Decay. But that's kind of like they're saying that's what the character focus is off of that game. So, but it's gonna be interesting. The graphics look absolutely disgusting, but we'll see what happens. It's not a battle royale game, so it probably won't do good.
Yes, guys, don't you know single player is dead?
Pretty
No
much.
Yeah.
one plays single player games anymore.
What is a single player game? I don't
Yeah,
know.
what
I know, right?
exactly? What is a single player?
My Ark server is a fucking single player game.
My last.
We
two
didn't have
things
like
of
3
news.
fucking game of the years come out already that were solely single player.
Yeah, I know, right?
But you know, who cares?
Their streaming services seems to be the way of the land. And when it comes to what seems to be the future, instead of actually buying games, you stream them. Like
Yep.
the PlayStation Now, the Game Pass. It is rumored that Amazon, Apple, and Google will
Well,
be...
Google we already know.
Yeah, Google we already know, but Amazon and Apple are also considering developing their own video game streaming service.
They're gonna fail. They're all gonna
Together
fail.
they're doing it, or they're doing it all
each
individually?
company separate. Amazon's going to do their own, Apple's going to do their own, Google's going to do their own to compete with Microsoft, Sony, and Nvidia.
They're not. They're gonna fail.
So
Yeah, who the hell's Apple
Like-
going to partner with?
Yeah.
So they're trying to go after the big companies. I guess all of them have come and offered EA and Activision different
Like
different
bids?
partnerships and stuff. Essentially, what they're going for is they're going for the big companies like the God of War, Spider-Man. Instead of actually buying the game, you stream them. Disney is actually not going to do a streaming service for video games, but they actually, for those who don't know, are doing their own Netflix of sorts, where it has every single Disney show and every single Disney movie for $10 a month. And because of how successful Netflix is and things along those lines, all these companies want to get into that service. And where was it at for the money wise?
We're getting into an oversaturation of a market,
Uh,
and this is bad for the consumers.
PlayStation generated $143 million in revenue off of their streaming service in quarter 3 of 2008, which would be your August, September, October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark says it is that services are where the money is.
So Sony seems to be the one that everyone wants to go after because it has sold 50 million more consoles than Xbox. The Switch is the most successful selling console in the last 2 years. It's up to 35 million. So
yeah, but here's the thing though. I can guarantee you. I will put this down. You can quote me on saying it. Nintendo will never, and I mean ever, partner with the likes of Google, Amazon, or Apple.
they said that Nintendo's the person to watch out for. That's what they're. They said that they're the sleeping giant for the streaming industry is Nintendo.
Well, okay, so we have two outcomes here.
Yeah.
We have two. One, they continue on with their NES streaming service, which they're doing, and they're doing okay.
Yeah.
Or two, they already have a partnership with NVIDIA in China.
Yep.
You can get, in China, you can play Nintendo games on your NVIDIA Shield. You can stream them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's going to be one of those two options. And I can guarantee you, I don't care... Nintendo doesn't care how much money Apple or Google or Amazon or anyone will throw at them. Nintendo does what Nintendo wants.
Yep.
There's a reason Nintendo has been around for well over 100 fucking years. And
it'll be interesting
they
to see what
have the
happens.
money. They have the money to spend on stuff like this.
Jeez.
And they have they have the lineup of games that people it's like Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like Disney. They have the titles that people grew up with.
In a lot of
They have that
cases, they're the ones that went out on the ledge with stuff. Like remember what was the red console that you would put your
Virtual Boy.
yeah, the Virtual Boy. Remember how terrible that did? But they were the first ones to try it, by golly.
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, they started like VR, I guess you could say,
Yeah, man.
in like a large scale product, which we have something about Nintendo VR in a minute.
Yep.
What? Nintendo VR?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what the people are saying is that is the future of gaming, and that'll eventually take over where you're not gonna no longer buy games. You will 100% stream them. You won't download them into your console. You will utilize the cloud, and you will stream your games.
You will never own them.
So
you will be renting them.
Yep. And they said that's the future because of the success of your Netflix, the success of your Hulus, things along those lines. Hulu, Netflix being able to get the exclusive deals for their own movies, the exclusive deals for Disney at the time. They don't have it anymore because Disney's doing their own, but that's what Apple, Google, and Amazon are looking to do. They're looking to get exclusive deals with the bigger companies. So hey, I'll pay you a shit ton of money, but you're gonna stream your game on our platform, and that's how you're gonna get it. So we'll see what happens and how it plays out. But yeah,
I like that.
So I have a counterpoint here. I'm gonna throw down a counterpoint.
Change, man.
Change it up. So, okay. Yeah, that's fine and dandy and all. But think about the internet here in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And compare it to the internet in places like South Korea or Japan, where they have fucking incredible internet that can support this.
Yeah, not every place has FiOS here. Barely, like I would say, like a third of the country only has it.
Now look at us here in the U.S. We're so far behind when it comes to the like internet here.
Yeah.
When it comes to internet speed and internet technology here, that we don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the speeds to support, games that are 50, 60, 100 gigs.
That are being
Data.
streamed. Just imagine
Being
streaming
streamed.
God of War.
Yeah. Or fuck it, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Streaming that over
Imagine
the internet.
streaming a 109 gigabyte game, and then that's not even including any kind of updates or anything like that have to come through. So I could see it being in the future, but in the distant future.
If we're not downloading it though, what they're indicating is that if it's cloud gaming, then all of that shit takes place on their server. It's almost like you'd be watching somebody stream, but you have the controller that was somehow tethered over the internet to their computer. So it makes sense on a. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't even need powerful computers, because again, your computers
servers.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they have the server power to support it, you could play on a damn tablet.
Yeah.
With a controller hooked up to it.
I do see what he's coming though with the streaming piece though. But also too, it may force the Spectrums, the Comcast to be like, hey, we need to get fiber to all these locations, because not everyone understands the concept of cloud computing. So
because Apple Gaming is going to pay us a ton of money so that we can use their streaming service. All brought to you by what's that thing that was going on about internet? The help me out here, guys. That internet bill that everybody was making the thing about. The thing.
Sanjay Pot.
Pretty much.
Sanjay Bot, sorry. Or Ajit Pot. Bot. Fuck.
Were you trying to say it in another language?
Well, no, that's the guy who was trying to push for it.
Oh, it's like the fair trade agreement, but for the internet.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fucking hell, chat, help us out.
The net neutrality.
Net neutrality.
Yeah.
God,
where they fucking max out your internet speeds after a certain point.
Yeah.
They restrict access to certain, well, not restrict, but like they limit
net neutrality.
Access to
Yeah. And that never actually happened.
Nope.
No.
But yeah, they what Apple's trying to do, the biggest piece to them is, you can run your game on your MacBook and then send it to your TV via the AirPlay, things like that. So that's like the cool concept of them using the Apple servers.
You can game on a Mac again.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting concept, especially if Apple decides to go that way of or any of them really. So
I don't know if you guys remember, but like, what was it? I think 2 years ago, a year ago, in Japan, you were actually able to play Resident Evil 7 on your Switch using that similar technology. Yeah. The only reason it never came over here is because they're like, Americans don't have the fast enough internet.
Yeah.
On average.
So
like I said, I can see it happening in the future. That's where everything's going. But I think we're still going to live in a day and age where you're mainly going to be downloading everything for a while. Maybe not next console generation, but the console generation after.
So my last piece going into the streaming world, Facebook is trying to become the newest rival for Twitch. If you have Facebook on your phone, you will notice that you have a new icon at the bottom. It is called Facebook Gaming. And what Facebook Gaming is, it is a source for gamers to come together on Facebook via its 50 billion people, I think, or something stupid like that. Not 50 billion, but they're 55 million users, followers, whatever the ungodly number is. It's a better place for gamers to come together and network using Facebook Gaming, or better known as Facebook.gg.
I remember when they were talking about. I remember when they were talking about rolling this out actually a while ago, because the problem they were having with just basic streaming is they wanted to, and the only way they found to be competitive in the market is to find a way to pay the streamers.
Yep.
So they were testing it out in a couple other countries like a year ago. It's about time they brought it up. they standardized it, but who knows how well that platform's going to do.
Yeah.
it forces, kind of like what you're saying about Comcast, though. It kind of forces Twitch and Mixer and these other brands to come up with new innovative ways of doing things. I mean, think about it. Even when you become, say, for instance, you become what's the step after affiliate?
The partner.
Partner. Like, what really do you get out of that? As far as you get
Ad revenue.
Yeah. But other than that, what does your fan base get? They get a couple of emotes.
Yeah, things like that.
They get, they don't really get anything special. So, as far as giving back to the audience, this is gonna kind of, hopefully, if they do it correctly.
Yeah. So in Facebook, it's called leveling up. Is how you get paid essentially. So the steps, obviously, so basically you have essentially a second Facebook account for your gaming. So you create this account. You can link it to your actual Facebook if you would like, or you can have a completely separate account for your Facebook streaming. And then the benefits of leveling up, it's a tool designed to give emerging creators information and tools to help jumpstart their community, as well as make money at the same time. So essentially,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what you have to do is, obviously create your gaming page. You have to stream for 4 hours over the 14-day span. You have to stream for more than 2 consecutive days, and 100 people have to follow you on your Facebook page, on your Facebook gaming page. If you can get all that, then you can be eligible for getting paid. So it's different. It's a different concept, and Streamlabs is actually partnering with Facebook. So now, if you're on Streamlabs, you can link your Facebook gaming page directly with Streamlabs, and it'll sync everything together. You can customize, edit it, things along those lines. So,
God, I remember you had to use custom HTML.
Yep.
I don't even know what it was to get the Facebook chat box to actually work.
But yeah, everything is that has now launched worldwide. It was only in select locations, like you said, but now it is out and it is available. And essentially, if you want to stream to Facebook, it will help get your videos out to a wider audience. In the video streams that you're scrolling through now, instead of hoping that you land on someone's random channel, now you can go to the Facebook gaming and you can search just like you can in Twitch for a specific game, a specific genre, things like that. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is actually a part of Facebook gaming, as well as there is it's called instant games, part of that. So the little Facebook games that you could play, like the drawing and the weird shit that you could do? It is now called instant games. So I can actually load my Facebook, go to the Facebook gaming, click words with friends, click play, and it actually will take me into the game without having to download the game on my phone.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so now I can play words with friends with someone random without having the game on my phone itself.
That's cool.
So that's kind of nice. But that's different. We'll see how the streaming side of it goes. The instant game piece is cool. The streaming thing, we'll see. And
so did you guys see how many times I fucking cringed during that entire
Yep.
thing?
The level up part, especially.
Level up hurts my fucking soul, and that Facebook.gg can go fuck itself.
Yep,
man.
Facebook.gg.
Okay, all right. I have nothing against Facebook. Nothing against Facebook, except everything. But if YouTube couldn't take down Twitch, nothing will take down Twitch. Nothing will take down Twitch.
I think they're going
the
after
largest video platform in the fucking universe, and that can't take down Twitch.
No.
Good luck, Facebook. You're already out of the game. You're already
Everything
6
against
years
Facebook.
too late. You're 6 years too late. I don't care about your 50 billion grandmothers on your website.
There is 2.27 billion active Facebook users, And essentially, according to the creators of Facebook Gaming, they want to use those 2.7 billion people to basically take over the industry. And
It's not going to.
Well, if
The best
anybody,
it's- the best it's going to do is dethrone YouTube as number 2.
oh, I guarantee it.
yeah,
That is
that's
a lot of
possible.
people, though.
But
2.2
even
billion people is a lot.
Even then, it's nowhere near the size of Twitch.
Oh, no. That's a lot of people, though.
Right.
I didn't even realize that 2.2 billion people are active on Facebook. That's insane.
Yeah, I think the thing Facebook has going for it is the community, because like,
That's a lot of people.
and not only is a lot of people, YouTube and Twitch, they don't have any type of like community building and function out. I mean, they kind of do, but not like Facebook does. I mean, Facebook gives you every freaking tool you could need to build an online club.
And at the same time, like you said, it's good for competition. It's good now that they have to potentially have this rival. Now they have to maybe change their rap, change little things to keep ahead of the curve.
Plus, it's an appropriate outlet. Well, maybe not the gaming part, but I was gonna say, what is an appropriate outlet for those Bob Rosses, for those people that do?
Twitch.
Yeah, the creative section.
Mixer.
Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fuck Mixer.
I wanted to see what James would say.
Nobody goes on fucking Mixer.
No, I don't know what it is.
Mixer is Microsoft's streaming service.
I'm streaming
Microsoft
on Mixer
Microsoft
right
made
now.
their own, and it's called Mixer. It's essentially their version. It's exactly what it is. It's their version of Twitch, but on a significantly smaller scale, way smaller. So
Think of it as Twitch when it was Justin.tv.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
What you got any news, Schroeder, before James goes?
Not really. It's been a week of just kind of getting my act back together.
There you go,
Kind of. A
God
lot of sleeping.
damn it.
So what, James? What do you got, man?
Other than my
I'll give you a
fucking head being light.
I'll give you a second to get over the Facebook.
Give me a second. Holy shit.
Hey, did you ever read the article that I sent you about that beer thing in Fallout, Schroeder?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, that's something worth kind of knowing.
That's cool.
What is that
They
exactly?
So they have a really big update. They gave us the roadmap of what they plan on doing with Fallout, and that's like I said, it's going to get better. But the first thing that they're dropping is a new crafting bench. It's a whole new like food recipe crafting system actually that they're adding that allows you to make beers. And some of the stuff that works with it is like there's certain abilities that allow you to heal people who are dead with beer. Like instead of a stim pack to pick them up, you just give them a shot and they come back.
Hey man. You know, sometimes that's all what I need.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm drinking Shock Top. I've never felt more alive.
right.
That's
So I mean,
hilarious.
there's that aspect to it, and then like the following week, they're dropping one of their first community events, which is basically gonna be it's Quack Surgeon is the name of that ability, by the way.
Nice.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic name.
Courtesy of Acid, thanks, bro. Yeah, man. And then the next week, they're gonna have a Grafton parade, which basically, if you complete the mission, you have a chance to acquire one of these 4 super creepy masks. But there's a bunch of YouTube content on it, and some of the other stuff they're planning on doing.
Nice.
So we'll see. It's gonna get better. It's just taking time. I personally just can't wait until you get dedicated servers. That's what I want,
Oh,
man.
that
Once
was
you have,
huge.
yeah. Once
That
I
would
can
be
tweak.
huge.
Once I can tweak and mod Fallout the same way I mod Ark.
Done.
Yeah, no, that game will be fixed.
Yeah.
Done.
I will actually buy once they give dedicated servers. I will buy that game again.
Yeah, because it's like imagine if you could play Skyrim with your buddies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like back when it would have been okay, but say one of your buddies has it on a server and has it ridiculously modded and it's fucking beautiful and there's all these extra like survival mods and stuff. There's so much you can do with it. It's crazy when you have the modding. Like I just added a mod to our servers that adds NPCs. So I've been testing it and like monkeying with it the last couple of days. Seems pretty straight. It hasn't crashed nothing yet. So
Hasn't
Yeah.
crashed, nothing. Hasn't broke.
Yeah, nothing's broken yet, so that's pretty
Knock
good.
on wood.
I'll tell you, the combination of mods I have on my server, I hope I can get you guys on sometime, because
Oh,
Not
yeah.
good nut.
it's pretty
There you go.
fun.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I don't have any. I guess you could say that's news. Worthy
Yeah,
is
that is news.
100%.
Fallout 76 is doing his business.
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah.
you're the official Fallout 76 guy.
Yep.
I am.
Spokesperson. So what do you got, James?
I know you guys are talking about everything. I talk about Fallout 76 and a couple other.
Hey, that's fine.
like a fly
Hey.
on the wall.
No, that's good though. That's huge.
All right. So before I get completely fucking shit-faced, there's a new Xbox One coming out in April.
What?
It's not gonna have a disc drive. No
It's gonna
disc
make
drive.
all
on
the
it.
old people so angry.
Yeah, I'm.
How am I gonna get my Quicken to work?
All right, if they sell this thing for like 150, I might be tempted to buy it.
Is it an
But
X?
then on the-
Is there a 1X?
No,
Yeah,
I think
what
it's
is
the
it?
1S.
Hmm.
But I'm sure the 1X variant will come soon. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
might pick it up if it's like 150.
So essentially, it's just
Something
for
like that.
streaming, kind of like in downloading.
Yeah, it's for the Game Pass. It's for Xbox Game Pass.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Okay, this was something that you guys aren't going to care about, but god damn it, I had to put it in for me. There's a video game series out there that I absolutely love called Yakuza.
Yep.
And Ryu Gatoken Studios, or I forget what they're called now. They're releasing a new game called Judgment. It's it's an open world, like, think of like LA Noire. If you guys played that,
Yeah.
like cop, like detective game.
Okay.
It's coming out here in the West, June 25th. Fucking streaming at day one. I don't even care. I'm gonna be drinking scotch out of my fucking Yakuza glasses.
Oh, what's the alcohol you just
Finally.
ordered? The sake.
Oh yeah, I ordered sake. It still hasn't gotten approved by the distributor yet. Still hasn't gotten approved, so still waiting, still hoping. Here's hoping I can get my authentic Japanese sake at my local wine and spirits. So that's coming out June 25th. I can't wait. I already have it pre-ordered.
Nice.
Two new Nintendo Switch NES games are coming out. Star Tropics and Kid Icarus. Two classics. I hear Star
Okay.
Tropics is pretty great, and I hear Kid Icarus is pretty great. I don't know. I never actually played the original Nintendo.
Too young.
Yeah, I am too young. Okay. Who here likes Sonic the Hedgehog? Raise your hand.
Me.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Who likes Sonic the Hedgehog as a character?
I like him.
It's alright, yeah.
Who here wants to see the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
I know, right?
All
I
Did
was just
you
talking about this with
guys-
somebody the other day.
Did you guys see the leak of the character?
Mm-mm.
No. Is it
Oh
good?
my god, look it up.
Is it
Oh
good
my
or bad?
God. Oh my god, look it up.
What's the name? Of
Just
Sonic?
look up Sonic the Hedgehog live action character. Here, hold on. I'll share my screen. If I can figure out how to do that. I don't think I can do that from here.
Is it that fucking weird? Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Ah!
Here, let me. Oh, everything's breaking. Everything's breaking right now. So for people on my stream, Sonic live action.
It looks
Action.
very interesting.
It looks horrifying.
There's a ton of different pictures. I don't know which one it is.
It's
Hold
the
on,
one who
I'm-
like on the road and like the grass, it's all blurry behind him.
Hold on. It froze. Chrome crashed. Oh, no.
If you type in Sonic the Hedgehog live action Schroeder on Google, it's like the ninth one.
Do
It
that
says
one.
official. Do you see it?
I think I see it. I see a bunch of them. Here's this one on IMDb, but I don't think that's it. Sonic the
Well,
Hedgehog live action character.
Let
Well,
me
if it's on IMDb, it's probably it.
let me go to your stream. Do you have it up?
Yeah, I do.
Chrome doesn't like being open while I'm streaming.
It's this one right here.
Yeah. So, I should have downloaded it earlier.
Type in yeah. No, that's not it.
That's live action character.
Type in Sonic the Hedgehog live action. Just type that in.
Sonic the Hedgehog live action.
Oh no.
Yeah, just type that, and it's the
All right,
the
here we
ninth
go.
one.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah,
That's it right there.
that would be terrifying if that thing came running at you full speed.
And if you go down to the official, it's the actual clip from the trailer.
Oh god.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks terrible,
man.
doesn't it?
We'll find out. Alright, right at the moment it looks like Fast and the Furious.
It's by the guy who directed or produced Fast and the Furious, so understandable.
This is somebody's talk shit video. They said it's
Yeah, that's definitely not it. I'm looking at your stream.
Yo, that right there. Hold on, it'll pop up. That right there, dude. The Aladdin's genie crossed with
Jesus.
Pikachu.
Is
That's great.
Sonic. I like it. That is
That's
very
funny.
true. Yeah, Will Smith's genie mixed with Pikachu is the new Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Pretty much. Yeah, for those who missed it, here it is.
Bam.
So, that was leaked. That was leaked like the day after we did the podcast, Walker.
Really? That's
My
funny.
Twitter timeline blew up.
Dude,
It's gonna be
watch it win something like fucking Spider-Man did.
Oh, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. I need to see
Yeah,
the
I want to
crossfire.
go see it.
I
I
think
want to
it-
see it.
Detective Pikachu will be good.
Ben Schwartz is a funny a character, just having like his voice as Sonic.
Oh yeah.
We'll see after I see a preview or two.
Yeah.
Got ran
Detec-
over by a Rolex.
Detective
Alexis, not a
Pikachu's rated
Rolex,
PG.
Alexis.
Yeah, no.
It's rated PG-13, so Pikachu can say fuck at least once.
Oh man,
Got ran over by a Lexus.
that's how you make money, dude.
So again, here's something mainly for me, not for you guys.
That's kind of scary.
Since we're done with Sonic live action. The game Death
Uncle
Stranding
Hope's.
is slightly behind schedule, says director and producer Hideo Kojima.
What's it called?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
It's the baby game starring Norman Reedus. I'll have you look it up. It's actually okay. So it's standard Hideo Kojima madness.
Schroeder,
The trailer for it. Yeah.
do you remember Jason from we used to work with him, like super handsome looking dude. He had his interview, you were vaping in the middle of his interview.
Vaguely, yeah, I think so.
He messaged me and he was like, so how about I was playing Anthem and I hopped on your guys' stream and I heard you guys talking shit about Anthem. That's funny. That's awesome.
It's about right though. I mean,
Oh, it is.
so what's up with this game, man? This shit
Ye-
looks terrifying.
It's great. It looks.
Oh, I
like
seen a
absolute
preview for
madness.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks absolutely, weird. Yeah, that's Hideo Kojima madness right there. That's slightly behind schedule. That's
Jesus.
fine. Make that game loss. Take as long as you need, Hideo. Sony will throw as much money as possible at you.
That does look crazy. It looks like like some sort of nutty ass anime.
Yeah.
You see this guy? He's wearing a raincoat. He's like he doesn't even look like he's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? I just came to drop a pizza off. What the hell is this thing?
They showed this game off like a year ago.
Yeah, I remember this.
Or 2 years ago. And they haven't said anything since. They showed off one like gameplay trailer and that's it. So that's cool and all. I love it. I'm gonna buy it.
The
I'll get
preview is the
I'll get this popped up here.
The preview is like, what the fuck? It's a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby. So, hey,
It's a me and Mario. Look at this guy.
oh my God, is Death Stranding just a prequel to Mario?
You know, this was his journey before he got to the pipe,
He's
Very
just
true.
living inside Norman Reedus.
right? This looks like something. Looks like something out of a Star Trek episode.
Ow.
I'm watching a preview of it. Ah. So do you know anything more about it other than it's just coming out pretty
No one
soon?
does.
Okay.
That's what
All
It's
right.
a third-person action adventure in an open world. That's all that we know. Guillermo del Toro's in it. Mads Mikkelsen's in it. Norman Reedus is in it. There you go. That's all we know.
Huh.
The Hideo Kojima squad.
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks like a Fallout trailer.
Except crazier.
Yeah.
Because it's made by a madman. I love Hideo Kojima. He is best waifu. Hands down. The Division 2 is coming out this week.
Yeah, I seen that.
Who here's excited? No one. That's who. So, here's the fucked up thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different times that you could actually start playing the game. If you bought the standard edition on PS4 and Xbone, you can play it on March 15th, 12 a.m. local time. If you get it on PC or Uplay, you can play it at 1 a.m. Eastern. That would be, 11 or 12? 12
My time.
a.m.
Yeah.
your time.
Okay.
That's on March 15th. If you get the Gold and Ultimate Edition, if you get it on Xbone and PS4, you can play it.
Xbone.
Yeah. You can play it on March 12th at 12 a.m. local time.
So 3 days
Or on
sooner.
Uplay or PC, you can get it at 1 a.m. on March 12th, our time. Or 12, 1 a.m. our time, midnight your time, Walker.
I guess that's a perk of getting the more expensive version. You get it 3 days earlier.
Well, this just brings me back to what was it?
This preview is foul.
Are you still watching the
Yeah.
Stranding stuff?
It's ridiculous. He just ripped his fucking toenail off.
Yeah.
Shit was foul.
Hideo Kojima, dude.
I was looking at your face, Schroeder. I'm like, what is he watching right now? That was the greatest face in the world. You're like, oh my god, I'm about to puke.
He's not gonna really do it, is he? He did it.
Absolutely crazy. Oh no, Chrome crashed.
Oh, damn you,
Well,
Chrome.
we gotta wait. I tried to open up a new tab. We gotta wait.
Oh man,
Hold on,
Win.
I'll just open up a thing on my phone.
this game does look like it's gonna be neat though. I can't
Yeah.
tell. You can't even tell what the hell is going on though. It's like he's just walking around with crates on his back, and then his next scene
Yeah.
he's walking around with even more crates on his back. And he's got like a
That's right,
body on
dude.
his back that he's just walking around with.
That's
Like
the
he's-
Stranding, dude.
What
It's the
movie or
best.
game is that? What character is that walks around with a corpse? Is that Hellboy? Isn't it Hellboy that walks around with a corpse, like the comics?
I don't know.
I-
I don't read comics.
I don't know.
I ain't a nerd.
It sounds familiar. I feel like it is.
Pretty sure it is.
I think it is too.
I'm sorry, as you guys were saying, this preview's still going. I can't believe how long this one is.
No, you're good,
It's
man.
long as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty. Looks neat.
Yeah. It has Sony money behind it.
Oh, that's it
So
right
it's
there.
it has unlimited funds behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this whole like confusing like starting thing reminds me a lot of Anthem. How Anthem had like 15 release dates,
Yep. Different times and
different times depending on where you bought it from, what version you bought, all this kind of stuff. I don't like it.
yeah,
I don't
it's
like
confusing.
it at all. It's bad for the consumer, and it's just confusing. Or like things like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where there was no version of that game where you got everything.
Nope.
God fucking damn it, the game industry's going to shit. Speaking of Division 2 and how that's creating the game division going to shit, there's a huge day one patch for Division 2. And by huge, I mean edge.
Edge.
Edge, bro. Edge.
Edge. So if you're unfortunate enough to buy Division 2, if you think it's a good idea, the day one patch, not only do you have to download the game, but you also have to download this patch. The Xbox One and the PC version is going to be 48 to 52 gigabytes big.
For a patch?
For a patch!
It's not a surprise, dude. Almost every game comes out with some crazy,
Stupid thing.
yeah, like
Wait!
that, man.
The PS4 version, though. The patch for the PS4 version is almost 100 gigs. The patch!
Wow.
That's a game
That
in
is pretty
itself.
intense.
The patch!
That's a game in itself. That's
88
insane.
to 92 gigabyte patch!
That's insane. That is stupid huge.
This shit gets my blood boiling.
That is crazy.
That's
It
stupid.
gets my blood boiling.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
It's like, okay, I can understand like a, 15 gigabyte day one patch because we found some stuff after playtesting. Okay, that's fine. But like, 50 gigs,
That's stupid.
50 gigs patch.
100
Get out of
gigs.
here. That's a whole new goddamn game.
I'm pretty sure the Fallout
guys-
patch was really big.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge too. I'm done with that. Fuck that. I could get out of here. I'm tired of getting mad. Here's some good stuff for the rest of this shit. Well, okay, one thing that isn't good. Nintendo Switch VR. Everyone's getting into the VR game except Microsoft. Everyone's getting into the VR game. Nintendo is too. We were talking about the Virtual Boy earlier.
Yep.
Jeff. So there's a new Labo thing that gives you VR. It's probably going to go down in price like as soon as it releases because not many people bought the Labo. That's the fact. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. I don't care. I really don't care.
I wanna see. Go ahead.
Jeff, here's something for you. Here's something you'll like. Do you like Fallout?
Most of the time.
Do you like
Tabletop RPGs?
Yeah. Sometimes.
how would you like a Fallout tabletop RPG?
Oh
Well,
man.
Well, gosh darn it, it's coming out in 2020.
That's cool.
It's going to be called Dwellers and Deathclaws. That's a good name.
That's a
wonder-
pretty sick name.
Yeah, that should be pretty fun. I could see that being fun. I mean, you could turn anything into a tabletop. That'd be really. Actually, now I'm thinking about that would be kind of neat.
I can't wait for it to come out in Tabletop Simulator.
I wonder if it's going to be as glitchy as the game is though. Acid said he's
Probably
buying it.
very.
It's also going to cost like $110.
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably.
Crazy.
Tabletop RPGs are expensive.
Yeah, that's the first book set.
I mean, have you seen Warcraft or Warhammer?
I've spent a lot of money in Warhammer. Yes, Warhammer has taken a lot of my money in my day.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, like I may not be a huge fan of the games, but I like the concept of Fallout.
Oh yeah.
Like I really do. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Not much is known about it yet. Just kind of getting a name and that kind of stuff. We'll probably learn more about it soon. It's officially licensed. That's all I know. Bethesda has its blessing. Has their blessing.
That's why it's going to be $10,000. The tabletop simulator is probably already out, dude.
Probably.
Probably.
It's probably the tabletop simulator version of it.
Yeah, that's where it was beta tested.
So Walker, here's something for you.
Yeah.
You probably turned on your PlayStation the other day and noticed there was an update.
Yeah, if you call it an update, but yes.
Do you know what that update was for?
Probably something stupid. No, I don't know what it's for.
Probably something stupid, yes. Yes, Walker, it
Remote
was something
play.
stupid.
Remote play is now available for iOS.
Remote
So-
play.
So
Go on.
You can now go, just like the Switch, you can go take a shit and still play your video game.
That's amazing. So at no point are you without your experience.
Your Apex.
While you're experiencing shit, you could be shitting
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
in shit.
See, if you
So
had a
what's-
wireless headset,
Go
if you
ahead.
had a wireless headset, you could stream from your toilet.
So that's for
Off
iPhone?
of your phone. Yeah, now it's available for iPhone.
Is that in the Sony app?
The future's
No.
here, everybody. I swear to
remote play.
God.
Yeah, the future is here. So, remote play was a huge selling point for
That's
the
crazy,
PlayStation Vita.
Oh yeah, that was huge for the Vita. Especially
I
if
had
you,
a-
if you got the one that had the cell phone plan.
My buddy actually bought that. This is back when I worked at Toys R Us. My buddy actually had that, and he would come into work and be like, "Yeah, I'm just playing Destiny." On my
No big
Vita
deal.
At work. I
Yeah,
was like,
Right.
that's the
In
coolest
between
thing.
customers.
I remember that was a huge selling point for the it was only for AT&T, but for the PSP being able to mirror your game to the PSP, walk out of the house and keep playing it on AT&T's cellular network.
Yeah, it
Aim
was
right
so
says
cool.
he still has it.
Really?
Nice.
That's
I've been in
awesome.
the market for one for a while, actually.
Are they hard to
Yeah.
find?
They don't make them anymore. The
Yeah,
the-
that was a very limited run.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the PS Vitas are no longer supported by Sony,
Nope, they're dead.
so they're all the
17
those
million units.
yeah.
That's it. Worst selling system
crazy.
that Sony ever made. We talked about that last week, didn't we,
Yeah.
Walker?
But yeah, the PSP, yeah, that was the biggest thing, being able to mirror, because that was in the commercial. That was like, oh, I fucking want that. I got a Verizon phone. I got my own cell phone plan. I'm gonna buy this. Nope, AT&T only.
Yeah.
How much do they run now?
300
yeah.
for
It's,
the cellular version.
oh yeah, there's something stupid because it's considered a vintage.
Collector's item.
Yeah, so because they're not made anymore, so.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna look on.
I
eBay.
remember because you used to be able to put games on flash drives. I remember my one friend put Final Fantasy VII on a flash drive, on an on a camera SD card, and put it into the PSP, and he was playing Final Fantasy VII. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
We are living in the future. Who needs emulators?
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, this is so amazing. But no, sorry, I lied. It wasn't a regular SD card. It was those stupid Pro Stick
Oh,
Duos
fuck
that
those.
was proprietary to only Sony.
Fuck those.
because
I
Sony
remember the Pro Stick Duos.
because Sony
So-
decided to be an asshole and be like, no, I'm not gonna have your regular SD cards. We're gonna make our own, and they're gonna be better. Well, that didn't
You
last
guys-
long.
Do you
Yeah.
guys want to know how much in 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte storage device for a PlayStation Vita is? Because they did that shit with the Vita too.
Oh, it's probably fucking like $500.
$100.
Oh, it's probably
Now or then?
Now and then.
I expected it to be more than, because I remember I bought
I think.
a 1 terabyte hard drive for like $200 like 10 years ago. It was like $200 for a 1 terabyte hard drive. It was a lot of money.
Yeah, but you had so much room.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, SD card used to be so expensive. 16
Sorry,
gig
that
was.
was 64 gig was 100.
I was gonna say there's no way that size was $100 back in the day.
PS Vita
Yeah,
memory
the 16 gigs were like 50.
card.
Right.
Now they're $4.
Aim says he thinks he has one of them.
Now a 16 gig is like an afterthought. Cell phones don't even make 16 gig size phones anymore.
I know.
Yeah,
They can't.
yeah. 64 gigabyte is $100 on Amazon right now.
That's
A
just
six-
the card for it, right?
That's just the card. A 16 gigabyte is $50.
Hard to find. How much were the Avitas actually going for?
Vitas were about 200.
Yeah.
If you wanted the box, like 250, 300.
I remember that, the good old Pro Stick Duos, baby.
Right.
Customer came in.
I got an adapter for my PSP that turned it to micro SD. I
There
was
you
like, that is the smartest move ever. You can actually buy adapters for the Vita too.
Oh, really?
That does that, but you have to be on a certain firmware version, which sucks.
I remember customers coming in with their older Sony cameras in the store.
Yep.
I need I need this memory card. Yeah, unfortunately, those don't exist anymore. What do you mean? What am I supposed to do with my camera then? Yeah, unfortunately, Sony tried to be different, and it didn't work for them.
Oh, trust me, I got that a lot.
Yeah.
I had so many people, hey, James, get over here. All right. Hey, where can I find a memory stick Duo? Amazon. There you go. See you later.
No, I remember those. That
Fucking idiots. The higher end Sony cameras actually still take memory sticks,
Yeah,
but they also take SD cards like a normal human.
What do they do? Do they gather data quicker or something?
No,
No, it's just a super long.
it's just.
No, I remember what they look
proprietary-
like.
Yeah.
I just didn't know there was any advantage to using one.
Nope.
Nope.
It's just a proprietary memory that Sony decided to make.
You want to get our CyberShot cameras, baby? You're getting our own.
At least it was smart, and they had it on the PSP as well.
Yeah.
So like you could have it on the PSP and on your camera.
Yep.
But
So-
like,
Yeah,
the
that's
Vita
cool.
one is like a micro SD card, but slightly different, so you couldn't just pop a fucking micro SD card into it.
Sony wanted to be assholes.
You could buy. There was a bundle that my buddy Max bought that came with Borderlands 2 and a memory card, and that was the big thing. It came with a memory card. It came with a 4 gigabyte memory card. That was just enough to fit Borderlands 2 on there.
That's awesome. Oh, the good old days, and you got a 32
60 gig.
PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, a 32 megabyte memory card. I was so pumped.
Right.
Motherfucker, my memory card for my PS2 right now, I bought it at the exchange. It's like a 64 megs.
Yep.
The
remember those.
standard one was like 8 megabytes.
Yep.
God.
64.
Remember the
man.
Rumble packs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Rumble packs.
I was looking at him. I thought I was looking at a Rumble.
We should do we should do a whole show or a segment that's nothing but those third party pieces like
Yep.
Game Genie and
Oh,
Game
yeah.
Shark,
Oh my
I'd be down.
god. Oh
I'd be
my
down.
god. Fucking Game Shark.
Game Shark.
The system, the piece that ruined my Final Fantasy VII experience. A bunch of assholes. I wanted to cheat Final Fantasy VII and it backfired on my face. After putting 100 hours into it, I cheated and I didn't get one of the materias, so I used the Game Shark to get it. And I got it. I was at the very last boss. I beat him and the game froze and he
Ooh.
erased my whole entire game.
Ooh, big ol' oops.
100 hours of Final Fantasy VII, and I didn't play it again for like 10 years because I was so mad. I've never made it to the very end, and the only way to really beat him is to get this one special materia, and I got it by cheating with the Game Shark, and the game froze, and he erased my game.
Everyone press F in chat for that.
Oh, I was so
Man.
mad. I was so mad. It's like, fuck you, Game Shark, and I guess that's the karma I get.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so we got 3 more things that I want to talk about real quick on the docket.
Yep.
Sorry, you're on so much. I don't know why I'm so damn tired. I know what it is. I don't have any I haven't drank any caffeine today.
Go grab some caffeine, dude.
No, it's gonna take too long to make.
Oh no, ripperone, pupperone.
Yeah.
So we got Microsoft wants Game Pass on PS4. Who knows if that's gonna happen? Probably not.
I doubt it.
The Google controller.
Yes.
They're trying. Everybody wants to get into the gaming market, man.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. It's awesome. It's a great time.
I'm gonna put it in my chat or in my stream real quick. Here we go.
Yeah, I probably should.
Slide that bad boy on there in that terrible JPEG. It looks bad.
Throw it up on mine for those who can see it.
Someone
That was simple.
Someone put in. I saw this on Twitter. Someone said, "Yeah, not put have only colors and no symbols on your controller. That's great for the people who can't see color." Or colorblind.
Like,
I love the little Google Assistant button on the bottom there.
Yeah, I see that. The voice.
That's great.
That's interesting.
It just looks so small.
It does.
It reminds me of the PS3 controller or the PS2 controller. If I can find I can't find it quickly. But like my hands, my pinkies slide off of the PS2 controller.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it and review it.
So what's this even for?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Their streaming box.
Oh, their streaming service that they're releasing?
Yep. Because that's going to be announced probably at GDC later this week, I think. Yeah, I think Game Developers Conference is later this week.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Who knows what happens? I might pick it up. I will pick it up. I can almost guarantee I'll pick it up because, it's me. And then, finally, let's take a look at what's coming out this week.
Yeah.
Before I lose my voice completely.
What's that website? Newreleases.com or something?
Releases.com.
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 It lets you release all the fun.
Exactly. I know Division 2 is coming out.
That'll be
That's
big.
about it. Will it, though?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Come on.
Let's see. We got the Caligula Effect Overdose.
Is that from the Adult Swim series?
Sure. No,
Remember-
it's anime.
Remember that, guys?
Ghost of a Tale.
That sounds familiar. The one that you were just talking about.
Here's
Somebody
the ones. Lego Marvel Collection, and then Division 2. There you go. Congratulations.
Somebody in the chat says that the Google controller looks like a crappier Ouya controller.
So here's a fun fact about the Ouya. I am seriously considering on McCarty. Someone is selling the Ouya with the system with one controller and then 3 extra controllers for $54. I am seriously considering it.
Why not? You only live once. Not buy a shitty ass console while you're at it.
Should I make an offer of $44?
Do it.
Turok is coming out for the Switch, huh?
I just did it.
Huh?
Oh, you just
I made
offered
an
that?
offer.
$44?
No,
I just offered it.
You did.
I just offered it. I will pay
man.
them $52 after shipping and tax stuff. I am not afraid to pay that for an Ouya and 4 controllers. I don't even have 4 friends.
That's true. Psych, you have a lot of friends, James. I love you.
Oh,
I don't even have 4 friends here that will be willing to play the Ouya.
That's true. Maybe. You never know.
oh, we're less than a month away of them dropping Final Fantasy VII for the Xbox and Switch. I know it's not your game, but that is kind of exciting for a lot of people.
Torek. What game was that? Why is that familiar for the Switch?
Turok?
First person shooter by Acclaim on the N64.
Yeah, man. That was like the first.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs, bro.
Danganronpa Trilogy comes out this month.
What it does?
Danganronpa Trilogy, the child murder game that I'm streaming sometimes on Twitch.
That's funny.
The Walking Dead final season comes out later. Well, let's take a look just at this week. Because who cares about the rest of the week? Because this is this week. One Piece World Seekers comes out on March 15th. The Child Sight comes out on the 15th. Blood Waves comes out on the 15th. Baba Is You comes out on the 13th. Sorry. Rico for PS4 comes out on the 12th. That is what? Tuesday. Rico comes out on the Xbox One on the 13th. So that is Wednesday. And Rico comes out on March 14th for the Switch and PC.
There you go.
Arthur and Jim came out.
So next week has a weird game, American Ninja Warrior. How the fuck does that work?
It's gonna be one of those VR games.
I was gonna say if this is back in like 2015 or 2014, it would be a Kinect game.
Yeah, with
yeah, right.
What is that game where you have the giant balls you gotta jump on? Oh, what the fuck was that called? I don't remember. Like the big giant red rubber balls you gotta jump over. That was a Kinect game. I can't think of what it was.
Kinect Adventures?
Yeah, I don't remember. No, it was a TV show. It was like one of those fun ones.
Minute to Win It?
Nah, I don't remember. Oh well. I don't know if this is the last.
Oh, he says. Mark says it might have been Wipeout.
Wipeout.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
Wipeout,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't think of what it's
Shitty
called.
Takeshi's Challenge.
Yes.
Wipeout. I remember that game.
So, got anything else? We're going to our last
Nope.
part.
Let's go into our last part while I go take a quick break.
Word. So, for those who didn't know, guess what today is? Mario Day.
It is Mario Day.
Not
Only
anymore.
for another 15 minutes over here.
I was like, yeah, only 15 minutes more where you guys are at, so gotta make this quick. Not really, but we'll end with talking about our favorite Mario game. So,
Could you imagine, dude? Real quick, a game that we need to figure out a way to make happen. Remember, this dude Labes is bringing it up. MXC, the original
Yeah.
Warrior game.
Oh yeah, okay.
Granted, it was China. Did they ever? I think there was an American version of it. That's gonna be the next like VR, dude.
That'd be sick. That would be interesting. That would be very, very interesting to make. Dude, there's so many games that I think would be a cool concept. Like I posted on that meme on your Discord about how they should have a game where you and a friend literally go through the whole entire game together, and the very last boss is you face each other. And
that would be pretty cool.
And then whoever wins the game. Like
I like that.
However the story mode plays out, like secretly, like you're playing the game together, but at the same time you have like secret hidden missions or something, where then like secretly you guys are like plotting against each other, which then leads to you guys wanting to kill each other at the very end of the game.
That would be pretty cool.
So that would be kind of like even like a spy type game where like you're given throughout the game like little secretive little things like, hey, you need to do this, or you need to find who's doing this, and it comes to find out that it's your partner, which then leads to the final battle where you guys face each other. James said there's a game that's like it.
A Way Out.
A Way
I
Out.
don't know what we're talking about, but
Do you face each other at the end though?
It's the game where you and
Sort
your friend go through the whole game together and you face each other at the end.
That would be cool. Like the Way Out is. It sounds like it does sound like you're describing the Way Out, which it does look like a pretty neat game. But if they had it so that there was like an epic twist where you do have to defeat each other at the end, that would be nasty.
Yeah.
I do believe there's a choice at the end.
So yeah, that would be it's a different concept of a game, but that'd be kind of cool. Like your last secret mission is to defeat this person, and it comes to find out that it's your teammate or whatever it may be. That'd be very interesting. I kind of like that concept. So, before we talk about our favorite Mario games, a little quick Mario trivia for those who didn't know.
Woo woo.
So for those who didn't know, Mario was first seen in Donkey Kong, but his name wasn't Mario. Do you guys know what it was?
Jumpman.
It was, and he was.
But it was pronounced Mario.
Mario.
And he was actually a carpenter, not a plumber. So, and then people over time just ended up changing it. Do you know why Mario has a hat and a mustache?
No.
Due to the limitations of the games for the Nintendo and like the old consoles, it was too difficult to draw hair and a mouth. So they put a hat on him so they didn't have to draw hair, and they put a mustache on him so they didn't have to draw a mouth.
Genius.
See, that's
fucking
some smart
genius.
game development right there.
Yeah.
That's why I wear a hat, because
It's too hard to render the hair in post.
yeah, man.
So yeah, they the creator Singru is that how you say it?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, there you go. Shigeru, yeah, exactly what he said. Found that it was way too difficult.
Shigeru.
I don't know. Found that that when he was trying to draw the hair, but at the time you got to think this was in what the early '80s, late '70s.
He's sitting at his computer like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm spending days and days.
I guess
So,
it would
just
be,
put a
I guess
freaking
it would
hat
be
on him.
Late 70s.
Yeah, late
When did
'70s.
Donkey-
The advancement was way
Donkey
too
Kong
hard, and they couldn't make hair because it was all pixels. It was the dots.
Yeah.
They literally it was the 64-bit, the 16-bit, 8-bit characters, and it was way too hard to draw hair, so that's why they drew a hat.
Whoa! I can buy a Donkey Kong arcade cabinet for $3,295.
Yeah, I've seen that.
81, so early 80s.
Mario's nemesis, Wario, is actually the Japanese word of bad. That's what Wario means. Yeah.
Warui.
Walui
Wario.
is Japanese for
Walui.
bad, so that's how they came up with Wario. Mario has been featured in over 200 video games.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He is the most successful character and franchise of all time.
He rivals Mickey Mouse as... Actually, I think he beat Mickey Mouse as recognizable character.
Good.
That shit was
Good.
awesome. How
That'll show Mickey Mouse.
old do you think Mario is?
28.
He's actually 24 to 25 years old.
Damn it.
Is what his actual age is according to the
My
the
God,
creators.
I'm as old as Mario.
Yoshi, his real name is not Yoshi. It does Yosasaurus is his it's T Yosasaurus Manchakoopa. Manchakoopas. Yosasaurus Manchakoopas is Yoshi's real name.
Did you know that Yoshi doesn't pay his taxes?
Or does he get vaccinated?
Yoshi committed tax fraud.
I can see that. Luigi is green because of limitations in back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Essentially the colors were red, green, light blue, or light green is the only options they had.
Yep.
So they had to pick the same color as the turtle. So that's why Luigi is green.
Yep.
Because they didn't have the advances back then to make Luigi a different color, and they just ended up keeping it. And
Luigi's my favorite.
oh yeah, he's favorite for most people. Luigi's Mansion was a phenomenal game.
Did you know that there's a Luigi's Mansion arcade game made by Capcom?
Really?
Yeah, at round 1 here in Erie, there's a Luigi's Mansion arcade game cabinet.
Really?
It's a lot of fun. You sit down and you have like the pack that they have that he roams around with, and you have to like suck with ghosts. It's actually a lot of fun.
So couple other cool little pieces here. So the first Mario game where you see a princess, it's actually not Princess Peach, it's Princess Toadstool, but they still reference her as Peach, even though now they're considered two different characters.
Mm-hmm. Here's a fun fact for you. Do you know who the lady was in Donkey Kong that was up there that Donkey Kong was capturing? That Jumpman was Pauline.
Pauline?
I don't know no
was her
Pauline.
name. She came in, her name was Pauline, and then in Mario Odyssey they made a character named Pauline.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like it. That's awesome. Let's see what we got here. Any other cool little pieces here? In Super Mario Brothers, if you pay attention, the bushes and the clouds are the same color, are the same formation, just different colors. Because instead of, they just basically copied and pasted the bushes and put them in the sky and made them white.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Did you know that in the original Mario Brothers, you can, all the other Bowsers are actually Koopas, just disguised as Bowsers.
Yeah, and you can throw can't you throw fire or something at them to change them? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can actually throw fire at them. And I don't remember what Super Mario Brother is, but you know how you run over the bridge, you jump over Bowser and you hit that lever and the gate opens and he falls into the pit?
Yeah.
That's actually an axe. And what they wanted to
Mario
use,
Bros. 1.
he was supposed to take the axe, slash the rope on the bridge collapsed. They didn't have the technology for it, so then he just jumps on it and makes it look like a lever, but that's actually an axe that's supposed to simulate him cutting the rope and the bridge collapsing. So, which is kind of cool.
Ah, that's interesting to know.
There has been 623 million Mario games sold worldwide.
Yep. Don't doubt it. Did you know that Mario Bros. 2 is originally called Doki Doki Panic? It's just a reskin version of that game.
Yeah, I heard
For the
that
US.
actually.
No, I did not know that.
Because
Yeah,
the
Mario
original-
2 is not made by the same people.
Because the original Mario Bros. 2 in Japan was deemed too hard for Western audiences.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely amazing. Where is...
I wonder if that's like that Lost World in Mario All-Stars. That's Mario 2?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought that was the case.
So speaking of that secret world, so there are 256 glitches, glitched levels in Super Mario Bros.
Minus World.
Yeah.
Minus 1.
So, if you put the original Nintendo, if you have it, and you have Nintendo Tennis, you put Nintendo Tennis in, you take it out while the console is on, you put you put Super Mario's Bro in, you reset the console, while it's on, you take it back out, you put Tennis in, reset the console, take it back out, put Mario in, play it, and then it takes you to level 256.
What?
Yeah.
That's madness.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking
What
weird.
does that board look like?
It's a glitch mess.
Super Mario Bros. Was actually supposed to be the last
Matrix.
cartridge game that Nintendo ever made, because they were going into they wanted to start the Super Nintendo. They wanted to use floppy disks.
And that's
Could
where
you imagine?
And fun fact, that's where the Famicom disk system comes in.
Yep. Yeah, they wanted to use floppy disks, but because Super Mario Bros. Was so successful, they left it around for 30 or 20 some more years, from the Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64, because of that. So that was a big one.
Oh yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Took parts of Legends of Zelda and put it into Super Mario Bros. Because Legends of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. Were being developed the same exact time. Legend of Zelda ended up finishing first, so things like when you're in the dungeon, the flames that go in circles are actually from the Legend of Zelda, and so are the bricks. They basically, because it's the same creator, so he took those pieces out and put them in the Super Mario Bros. To finish the game.
Good old Shiggy.
Another fun fact: Bowser was supposed to be an ox originally, not a turtle.
Huh.
When they drew
That's
him,
interesting.
there was misconceptions, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a cool-looking turtle," and the creator was like, "No,
It's like,
that's."
it's not a damn turtle!
He was
I
like,
never keep calling it a turtle!
he was like, "No, it's supposed to be an ox," and they were like, "That looks like a turtle," so they ended up keeping in there because they already had turtles inside the game.
God damn it. Fine, it's a turtle for Christ's sakes.
Super Mario Bros. Is actually bigger than Super Mario 3. The way it was developed at the time, that game is actually larger than Super Mario Brothers 3. It would take 3 Super Mario Bros. It's basically 3 Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of the original game, like in terms of
Wow.
the size. Because the game was so large. Well, at the time, it was 256 kilobits.
That's huge.
God.
So, but yeah, that's it doesn't seem like a lot, but back in the day, it
was
definitely
huge.
was. Bowser's fireball, if you actually pay attention to it, it fires backwards.
Huh.
The ball part is actually facing towards Bowser instead of away. It was a screw up when they made it, and they just never decided to fix it. So the actual flames that are supposed to be on the tail end of the fireball go towards Mario.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I guess it does make sense. But yeah, they're and the only other one is Mario has a super dark backstory. So if you look on the back of the Super Mario Bros.
Oh,
Game, so on the back it has the object of the game / game description, and here it is. One day, the kingdom of peaceful mushroom people were invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even fed horse plants. The mushroom kingdom fell into ruins. The only one who can undo the magic spell of the mushroom people and return their normal selves is the Princess Toadstool, a daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the great Koopa Turtle King, aka Bowser. They used to call Koopa, his original name was Koopa, but they changed it to Bowser.
Yep.
Mario, the hero of the story, maybe hears about the Mushroom People's plight and sets out on a quest to free Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the Mushroom People. You and Mario, it is up to you to save the lives of the black magic, from the black magic of the Koopas. So basically, these turtles came in and killed everybody.
Well, no. Here's where it gets even darker. When you destroy blocks and stuff in Mario,
Oh, man, yeah, this is...
you kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that, which is absolutely insane.
So every extra life you knock out of one of those blocks, you literally just, like... Yep.
You're killing someone.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what he says. However, if you read the backstory, it basically reads, like what happened if Lord Voldemort actually killed infant Harry Potter. Basically, everyone in the kingdom has either turned into bricks or Goombas, and you stomp on the Goombas and you break the bricks. So essentially, you're killing everyone in your kingdom.
Yep.
Hey, man.
And,
Gotta get to the top somehow.
Yeah, you know, right? But that's pretty much the...
Here's a little fun fact.
Yeah.
Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario. Do you know what his first game that he appeared in was? Mario Teaches Typing on MS-DOS. Dead fucking serious. That was the first appearance of Charles Martinet as Mario. The most iconic.
Press M.
the most iconic voice actor in video game history.
That's amazing.
He's been doing it since, well, that and then Mario 64.
That's absolutely hilarious. That's amazing. Yeah, Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi are all voiced by the same guy.
They're all voiced by the same guy.
Yep.
Yep. Pretty much everyone in that game is voiced by Martin A.
Yeah.
Mark says that game was actually terrifying.
Yeah. No,
The cringe voices.
when you piece it together, Cranky Kong from Donkey Kong Country is considered to be the original Donkey Kong from the original Mario game. In the game, he says, "We never had any of this fancy 3D stuff. We had to survive on what we had." So it was someone pieced it together that Cranky Kong was actually the original Donkey Kong that fought Mario. Somewhere it says there was a concept that Mario was actually supposed to be the bad guy, but they ended up switching it.
Well, after what?
Well, I mean, in Donkey Kong 2, technically he is.
Yeah.
Because you play as Donkey Kong Jr., who inevitably later gets changed into Diddy Kong. You have to play as Donkey Kong Jr. to capture or to rescue Donkey Kong from Mario.
Yep. Yeah, supposedly, I guess there was a version that was actually presented that was like way worse. That were like Mario was like trying to kill Donkey Kong, but it never ended up getting released, and that's when they ended up switching it to where Mario just goes up the pipes and tries to save her with the hammers. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of Super Mario Bros. An unopened original copy from the 1985 Super Mario Bros. Last month.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh, did we? Yeah, sold
yeah,
for
that we talked about over what was it, like
$100,000.
Jesus Christ!
Yep.
Here's the thing.
A lot of money.
Here's the thing. It was bought by someone who runs Heritage Auction.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a podcast and they were saying that it might be because, oh, hey, we have $100,000 video game, Heritage Auction says. So it might be just a publicity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be the only other piece too. There almost was a deal between Sega and Nintendo to put Mario in the Sega All-Star Racing. But it never ended up happening.
Because Sega wanted to be like that. Now they ain't got no game console or nothing.
Yep.
They got a couple games that are usually not that great.
I don't know, man. Yakuza.
Oh yeah,
is a Sega game.
Yeah. What can I say? Jet Set Radio is kind of the man.
Yeah.
I think that was Sega. I don't really remember.
Yeah, that was. Yep.
Okay.
I'm looking at my Dreamcast right now. I'm like, man, I could really go for some Jet Grind Radio right now.
So what was your favorite Mario game, Schroeder, if you had one?
Oh, by far Mario RPG.
Oh, that was so good.
I love that game.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. For the longest time, I never played it. I never have, and someone's like, dude, you never played this game? I was like, no, and he's like, you talk about loving RPG games. Have you not played the original RPG? I was like...
So, I started playing that game immediately after playing Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I was shortly after that, too.
Yeah, that game was phenomenal. Mine, I love Super Mario Bros. 3. I just love the art of being able to fly. I think that was different to me. I love that. And then
that was the first test of your skills.
Exactly. And then the original Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that was so good.
I used to love that game.
So many hours in that game.
Oh yeah, that game was fun. I loved those games. What about you, James?
So my first Mario game was Super. Okay, so let me back this up a little bit. I've never really been a Mario fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was more of like a Legend of Zelda guy myself.
Yeah.
I played like Super Mario World. Thought it was alright. I was never really good at it. It wasn't until I would say like Mario Odyssey that I was like really like yeah, this game is like Mario is fantastic. Like I played Super Mario World. I played Mario Bros. 3. I played Mario RPG and Mario 3, and it was always like, yeah, this game's good. Mario 64. It's like, yeah, these games are great, but you know, it's like I'd rather have my Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Mario Odyssey on the Switch where I was like, yeah, this game is fantastic. Fuck Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Mario Odyssey's the best.
Like that was the rival back then. You had Sonic, you had Zelda, or you had Mario. Like those were the three rivals.
I think the game that really truly helped me fall in love with gaming, though, I'd have to say, was Mario 64.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so ahead of its
Marvel
time.
Oh, that was so ahead of its time.
I
That
just
game was
remember being a
phenomenal.
kid and going into Walmart. And there's the machine on the wall, and it's got the demo there. And it's like, thank you for playing Nintendo 64. Who's next?
Yep.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah, man.
Anybody that's
Like-
currently watching, you guys have any special Mario games? What's your guys' favorite either past, present, things along those lines? Your favorite Mario moment? Let us know, guys.
Dr. Mario.
Galaxy 2 is great.
What'd you
Dr. Mario all day.
say?
And
Dr.
then I
Mario was
evolved to Tetris 99.
good.
Oh, so we don't have it on the docket, and this is a little bit older of news, but they're making a new like kind of game on like iPhone and Android that has like Dr. Mario in it.
Really?
Nice.
I loved the Super Smash Bros. Melee with Dr. Mario.
Oh yeah.
You would literally throw pills at your opponent.
Hills here.
You would literally just take them and
FDA
just throw them.
approved.
You would literally hit him with a pill. It was the funniest thing ever. I would literally sit there and just do that all day. My friends would get so pissed.
Acid says Mario Bros. 3 is at the top of his list.
Yeah, that's up there.
Groceries are good.
Um,
Can we talk about how many friendships we lost because of Mario Party?
oh my God, Super Smash Bros. And Mario Party, both.
I can probably say honestly, I have defriended 3 people because of Mario Party.
Oh yeah,
Dude, Duck Hunt, the first FPS.
there you go. That's hilarious. I love it. Dude, Super Smash Bros. Me and my friends used to go hard, and we would get so pissed. Especially when one of us would win, like someone was supposed to be quote unquote better, and we'd beat them, or all of us would team up and beat up one person.
There's a video.
there was some
on
rage.
There's a video on my channel where me and my buddy Joseph, we played. I think it was like Mario Brothers 4 or 5, and legit, I walked out of his apartment because of the ending. It was like so bullshit. I was leading the entire thing. And then he's just like, "Oh, I got all the secret stars
Bye bye.
because I'm cool." And I was like, "Fuck this! I'm done. You're fired from the channel."
Oh
And
my
I
God, that's
legit
amazing.
leave his apartment. I'm in Slippery Rock, and I leave his apartment. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this.
That's amazing. That is amazing. That's hilarious. Yeah, Mario's all the Mario games are fun. Anybody else out there have a favorite Mario game that they've that they love playing, or even still to this day, like they love playing, they love to reference or anything like that? Got anybody on yours, Schroeder?
I got aim right. He says he's asking if we ever seen the Mario movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I have like at least 3 times.
Super Mario Bros. Gaga.
Yes.
My name is Mario.
It's
My
Luigi
name
Mario.
Is Luigi Mario.
I thought you were the
Did you
first.
know Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, they took shots of hard whiskey before every line read because they hated it so
Oh,
much.
it was horrible, but it was so funny. I thought your last name was Mario. It is. I'm Mario. And what's your name? I'm
That-
Luigi Mario.
Most of that just cut out.
We
I
got
was
the,
making
we
fun
got
of
the
that.
punchline though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow. Oh, what is it? Not the slime. Follow the ooze. What is
oh
it?
yeah.
I think the bomb's trying to tell me something. No, the fungus. Follow the fungus.
Follow the fungus.
That's what it is. I think the
Koopa's
fungus. I think the
just-
fungus is trying to talk to me.
Koopa's bathing in mud because of how clean it is.
Yep. Oh my god,
God,
that movie was
that
amazing.
movie was so bad. I loved it. That is
That
one
was
of the
a great
best,
movie.
worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's considered one of the worst. I think it's considered the worst video game the movie adaptation ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's like the best
No.
one
Yeah, I
ever.
know.
No, it's not. It's not the worst.
In terms of like the money that it made.
Oh yeah, it
it's
did do
considered,
poorly.
It's considered the worst, but it was.
Motherfucker, no. No.
Well, there's probably worse ones, but at the time,
Have
with
you-
inflation,
Have you ever seen the Postal movie?
the postal movie.
No,
I don't even know what that
the
is.
Postal. It is.
based on the game Postal.
Yes.
What is it? Live action? What is it?
Yes.
Oh
Huh.
boy.
It's bad.
That's
What's
hilarious.
the
And-
name?
Literally,
What-
there's a Breath of Fire movie. Do you guys even know what Breath of Fire is?
No, but I could
Fire.
just imagine Postal
Any-
being directed
Oh.
by Lloyd Kaufman.
Okay, so if you guys are bored and really, really hate yourselves, watch anything by Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll?
Uweboll. Uwe Boll. He makes specifically. I see both of you typing right now.
UVA. What?
UVA. I think that's how you spell it.
VA.
UVA Boll. Yeah, UWE. Sorry, BOLL.
UW. UWBAL.
He's a German restaurateur.
What if you're going to the movies?
What?
Stop playing. Stop playing.
So he makes video game movies, or used to make video game movies.
How the fuck do you spell his name? UWB what?
UWE as in Earl.
Oh, okay, that's right.
BOLL.
BOLL.
Yeah.
This guy. This guy, you should be ashamed for your video game movies you make.
He made solely video game movies.
Let's see what he's done. Here.
The Postal movie.
House of Evil, Rampage, President's Down, Zombie Massacre 2. He was a producer for that. Age of the Dead, Capital Punishment, In the Name of the King. Dragon Dog, Legend
All
of
right,
the Red
here's the
Reapers.
IMDb page.
Apocalypse Z. He was a producer for Apocalypse Z. Ah, he's done a lot of shit.
Rampage.
Far Cry.
Another yeah, Far Cry movie.
Wow.
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain. Poster.
Another
Well, he was a
Rampage.
producer,
Far Cry.
so I don't know if he
Blood Rain.
directed that stuff.
Postal. Alone in the Dark. Another Blood Rain movie. House of the Dead.
I'm looking at something completely different. I'm
This
looking at
Postal looks
Super
actually
Mario.
amazing.
uh,
Talking
Oh,
about.
it's bad. I rented it. Like, okay, so
you
the
figure something like that would be on
original DVD
Netflix.
The original DVD came with, I think, a demo of Postal 2 with it.
That's funny.
So, here's another little fun fact about Uwe Boll. He actually had a sponsored event called, I think it was called, like, Raging Bull, where he boxed his critics for charity. It was great.
No.
Rumor has it he did it for a tax write-off in Germany. Yeah, his movies are absolutely terrible.
This Postal movie actually looks amazing. Plus, what's the name of that actor? That's the kid who was the lead actor in that movie. Is the kid who played the redheaded kid from A Christmas Carol, or from A Christmas Story.
Oh, I have no idea what
on,
that guy's name is.
Farkas or whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He had yellow eyes. That's the guy.
Let me take a look.
It's a deep look you're looking.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm looking up Super Mario Bro quotes. Remember, trust the fungus.
The fungus.
The fungus. Not the fungus.
I couldn't think of the quote. It so goes when he's talking to Mario and Luigi. Name Mario, last name
Yeah,
Mario.
he was in the Christmas stores. Ugh.
Side note, completely unrelated to Mario. Captain Marvel had a record-breaking weekend. It did
Sure it did.
$159 million. It's
I'll be right back again, guys.
boo. He said it'd be right back.
Mm-hmm.
He broke the seal, so now he's got to keep going pee. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Yeah, 158 million dollars it made over this weekend. Most successful March release of all time. And what were the other ones? I'm just waiting for it to load. Come on. $455 million worldwide. Wow. That's insane.
That is pretty crazy.
It is the highest grossing movie for female front runner superhero. Wonder Woman only did 103 million. That's insane. Globally, yeah, that's awesome. It is the third highest. The third highest single weekend for a Marvel movie outside of the Avengers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure that's the last in that series, isn't it?
Captain Marvel. Yeah, this is the last one because the last Marvel movie comes out next week. Not next week, next month.
Okay.
Avengers Endgame is what it's called.
I see.
That comes out next month. So yeah, this is the last of this current phase, and Avengers Endgame essentially ends this long chapter of movies, and then
I know.
Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, they'll essentially be done after this movie.
I was gonna say, what are they gonna do with themselves?
I don't know. They've been doing this for fucking 11 years plus 15
Yeah.
years. Iron Man's been doing it the longest. Robert Downey Jr.
That's true.
So we'll see what happens. What did you say what your favorite Mario game was, James?
Yeah, it was Mario Odyssey.
That's what it was. Yes, that is true. Well, on behalf of Mario Day, we thank you very much, Mario, for being an epic character, hence the reason why I have you tattooed on my arm. You guys got anything else precedenting, fun, or exciting for
Not really.
the good of the group?
Nothing too crazy on the docket personally. I'm just trying to tighten up all the hatches on my end as far as coming up with a proper production schedule and stuff. And I don't know, it's a lot of buttons.
Yep.
How's the affiliate life treating you? I know you've been having your ups and downs and your struggles for that. That's a conversation for another day.
No, it's all right. I mean, yeah, I'm just glad I got people to hang out with.
I feel you there.
That's important.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, folks, I think that is.
Wait, hold on, wait. What all were you going to be doing today? This week? Do you guys have anything planned? Like any games are going to be streaming? Where can we find you? All that good stuff.
Yes. For myself, like I said, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
buy Left 4 Dead. So I do want to play that, but on top of that, obviously I'll be playing the normal, the common Apex, Call of Duty. Um, Whenever Schroeder is doing that Overwatch Battle Royale, I'm gonna be part of that, and I do want to get into that Fallout because I do have it. I have not played it yet. I do want to get into that, and the arc does sound interesting. I like the concept of being able just to build stuff. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but
Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of story. Like that's kind of what I got. A lot of what I've been doing lately is kind of just thinking about different story arcs and different just ideas
Yeah.
as far as community events in the stream. So like the idea of getting people involved for the Fallout thing and then doing this story thing I have for Arc I think would be fun.
yeah.
It's just I found out I thought I only had like an 8-man server on Arc. I actually have like a 30-person server.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so
The more
I
the
just gotta
merrier.
I gotta find people who have it.
That's awesome. What about you, James?
I'll probably stream Danganronpa tomorrow because I've been having that itch, that cocaine itch. I'm sure I might be playing some. After I beat it, I might stream some of Devil May Cry on some of like the harder difficulties. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I got going back to recording. I got some Yakuza coming out on Wednesday. Some Kingdom Hearts coming out on Thursday. Friday and Saturday some Resident Evil 4.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do 2 uploads on those days. So that's gonna be fun.
100%.
It's gonna be fun. I'm already sleep deprived as it is.
Sleeps. You'll sleep when you're dead. That's what I'm always told.
Alex over here, she says, I love you guys. You guys rock. You guys actually rock.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Much love.
Thank you.
Cool.
Heart
Let's
heart
try-
shapes up in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, much love, much love. James,
Make
where
sure
can
to
we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at people810, or you can find me on YouTube at people8 Studios. Me and Mitchell play video games all the time, and the streams get uploaded there too. Or you can find me on Twitch at people810. I guess I'm on Mixer and Facebook now, but I don't really promote those, so fuck those. I just see 9 more subscribers than I'm at 9 more followers
Followers.
on Twitch, and I'm affiliate. Well, no, not affiliate yet.
Oh,
I'm
baby.
9
I
more.
just need 3 more,
Anybody's
9
out
more.
there?
and then I get three per stream.
Yep.
and I'm
9 more
affiliate.
people. People hate studios. Get on it, man. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen by the end of this month.
Yeah, be
Get it,
sure
guys.
to, guys, be sure to hit up our Discords too.
Yep.
Yeah.
The splash screen one, we go pretty hard with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it like Aim Right or someone else invited me to a new
Acid.
Acid,
Acid.
the Streamers Network.
Acid- Yep.
Yes,
on
yes.
Discord.
Acid goes hard with it. He's been helping with all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. He actually, after the show, if you guys are interested, he's gonna. We're gonna talk about chatbots for
Yeah.
like
Okay.
bots that do like in-game stuff and stuff. So I don't know if you guys want to partake in that conversation or not, but
Yeah, hell yeah.
we're gonna be talking about that. And then Aimright's been trying to get a hold of me the last couple of days from what he said on here. So I gotta find out what's going on there. Tuesday, I think if you guys are down, we're gonna be doing another battle royale. I think that's gonna
Oh, that'd
be
cool.
probably. I don't know if we're gonna have it be the Tuesdays, Tuesdays works for that for me, anyways. So yeah, Tuesday night we have the battle royale, which again is gonna be Overwatch, but
Free for
maybe
all.
we can mix it up. Maybe we can mix it up, do a little bit of Overwatch, and then do a little bit of a different big game.
Mhm.
Aimright says change it Monday or Thursdays. Oh, he wants to. All right, so maybe that's what we'll do on Thursdays
I like it.
or Friday
There you go.
or Saturday or Sunday, just not Tuesdays.
Any
The only
day.
day he can't play. Well, maybe we'll
Literally
set it up for
any other
Thursdays
day.
then.
So where can we find you, Schroeder?
Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch as well as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only one I actually mess with though lately, anyways, has been Instagram. And I don't know. I try to put stuff out, but I've just been tired this last like week or so. You guys know I usually go pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
But that's where you can find me. Trying to figure out how to get. Maybe this is something we'll talk about next week too. Is how do I give attention back to YouTube?
Yeah.
You know, so I did find that there is a button here that says export to YouTube. So I don't know if I have to wait 24 hours to do it or if it just does it automatically. Like, I don't know. I got to figure that out. But then I was thinking about it and I'm like, God damn, so much cover art.
Yep.
It's so much cover art to do. It's so much meta tagging and everything else.
Yeah, 100%. It gets exhausting. And then
Templates, bro.
Myself, Mr. Jeremy, Captain_Geech15, not Captain Gooch. It is Captain Geech, as some people like to say, Geech 15. You can find me on YouTube, which I don't really use, but I do have it. I do want to get into that more. Twitch, as always, Instagram and Twitter. And if you follow me on Instagram, don't just like my post. Make sure you actually come and hang out. Don't be a bot, dicks.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, don't be a bot.
You get a bunch of love on your post, but no, like I don't know if it ever really translates.
It doesn't translate to nothing.
It's because you can't link.
Yeah, I know. But no, if you do follow me on Instagram, I appreciate the love and support. So, as well, Level Unlock Podcast at gmail.com. Throw us some questions, some comments, something you might want us to go over, ideas or whatever it may be. You want us to bring up a topic, research some news, let us know. Level Unlock Podcast at gmail.com, and we will check it. We check it on the daily, so make sure you are utilizing that feature as well.
Yeah, we've had 86 downloads.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Thank you guys for the support. We need 15 more to get to 100 downloads. Let's see if we can make that happen by next week's episode 7.
Yep.
We can have a 100 download celebration. Let's make it happen. 15 more, as well as we get James his 9 more on his Twitch. Let's get it.
8.
8.
I got a subscriber today.
Bam!
Yeah. Follower.
8 more. Let's make all that happen by
8 more.
next Sunday, episode 7, and we can celebrate the lucky number 7. 15 downloads, 8 followers for James.
Yay.
For myself,
What's up, bro?
as well as everyone here, thank you for hanging out. Level Unlock Podcast tomorrow, as always, the audio only version will be available. levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com or anywhere podcasts are available. Level Unlock Podcast, the greatest place on the internet. Video game news, fun, and pure randomness. Myself, thank you. I love you for the support. Take it over. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good night, guys. All right, and then.